Alright, we are live. Let's do this. Alright, let me check up for a second. Alright. But yes, Canadiens versus Bruins. Let's do this thing. Let me just check, see if we're all good. Why not? And then we'll see who is number one in the chat. Always the biggest beauty. Let's be honest here. Okay, let's see. Are we live? I think we're live now. I think we are live. Alright, let me check. Let's see who is number one, and the person who is number one to this stream, this beautiful stream, Von Hook, number one. Congratulations. Congratulations. Sabres Armada, how's it going? Number two. Drastic Memories World, number three. Minka, number four, and so on. But let me quickly, before we get this stream started, let me quickly, I can't speak. Cannot speak. Is this stream going? Wait a second. It's not showing up. It's not showing up on the channel. Weird. Wait, okay, let me just check. Let me just check before everything. I need to make sure. I need to make sure that the mic settings are good, because sometimes they're a little bit lower than they probably should be. Alright, I think we're good. I think we're good. I know last time, I think on the last stream, I had my mic turned off for the start. It was rough. It was rough. But yeah, this game should be pretty fun. Canadiens versus Bruins. I got the my Bruins jersey right there. I'm wearing the Canadiens gear. I don't have a hat of Montreal or Boston, so I'm wearing the Lightning hat right now, but it should be fun. I think we'll be good. I think we'll be good. I'm always first. I mean, I think you're first one of the last streams, but Steven is usually the best person when it comes to being number one, but Von Hook getting it this time. What's cracking, boys? How's it going, my man? Good to see you in here. Grabber, you thick as a stick? Yes, I am. I am thick as paper. I am like the most skinniest boy you'll ever see. Like, legitly. Obviously. Okay, so this is weird. I'm checking up on my channel, and okay, there you go. Now it's finally good. Now it's finally good. Can we zoom in? Can we zoom in? There we go. For a second, it wasn't showing up on the channel, and that was kind of weird for me. That was kind of freaking me out. But I just realized, as I'm saying this right now, we hit 1,750 subscribers. Elite. Boyest, how's it going? Good to see you in here. Go Bruins. For me, Trent, for me, Von Hook, I'm not sure. I'm not sure who I'm going to cheer for in this game. I mean, I could go for Montreal, I guess, but I kind of like the Bruins just an teensy bit better. Just a little bit better, so I'll probably be cheering for the Bruins in this game, even though it might not look like it. But this is probably going to be a good game either way. Toxic, Complex, go Habs, go. I don't know, I feel like this game could go to overtime. I think it could. We'll see. But I'll probably be cheering for the Bruins in this game, so spoilers. But 18 beauties in the chat so far. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Again, as I said before, I'm checking out right now. Here we go. I'll think if it can zoom in, please. That'd be great. Here, right, we hit 1,750 subscribers. There we go. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Just the channel has been crazy, guys. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. Minka, thoughts on Velarde? Yes. So, I didn't make a video about it, but I thought it was pretty newsworthy. Thanks for reminding me, by the way, Minka. But yeah, that Velarde situation just sucks, man. I was pretty high on him in that draft, in that 2017 draft, personally. I thought he was a pretty talented prospect, and he still is, but those back problems that he has, and having those rumors about him maybe having to have a career-ending injury for that, it just sucks, man, because he had so much potential, and seeing him go down so early in his career, it just sucks. It really does. And honestly, with Velarde, he can still come back. I mean, he's like, I think he's 20 years old, something like that, 20, 21. But the back, like with the back, like that can be so damaging to a career, and we've already seen that hurt Velarde so many times so far. So I don't know if Velarde will honestly come back from it, because a back injury is definitely serious business. Go nobody, because I hate both teams. I mean, cheer for nobody, right? I mean, you might as well cheer for this to not go into overtime, if that's the case. Who's better, Holtz or Raymond? Alfred, if you guys watch my 2020 mock draft video, you guys would know that I do prefer Holtz over Raymond. I think both players, or both prospects, are pretty solid, but I do prefer Holtz right now. Shaman, how's it going, my man? Good to see you in here. Thanks for coming by. I guess I should. I forgot about. I think I forgot about this last time. I need to actually put, the actual stream on Twitter. That'd be a decent idea. So let me quickly do this. But again, Canadiens versus Bruins. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's Tuukka Rask versus a Price. Let me know if that's different. But for this game, I think it could honestly go either way. The Canadiens have been a pretty weird team lately, but they've been iffy. The Bruins have been pretty solid as of late. For me, I'm gonna actually say the Canadiens get the win here, though I think it's gonna be a close one. I'm gonna say, when it comes to predictions, I'm gonna say the Canadiens win this one. I'm gonna say they win it 4-2. But it's gonna be down. It's gonna be 3-2 in the last few minutes. That'll be my prediction. And then Montreal gets that empty net goal. But I think it's gonna be close. Again, you guys let me know what your predictions are for this game before it actually gets started. But I think it's gonna be a close one, honestly. All right, let me actually put this on Twitter. I'm not a fan of both teams. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of either. With the Boston Bruins, they're kind of in that middle area. I do like the Bruins more, but the Canadiens, they're both in like that 20 to 25 range for me, honestly. Grav Sup, how's it going, Hatcher King? Good to see you in here. I know I'm already behind. I am already behind in the chat. That's pretty much how it always is. All right. Habs versus Bruins. Let's go. I remember last stream I didn't even put the game on, or I didn't even put the game on Twitter. So let's actually do that. And yes, I am doing it on my phone this time. So sad. All right, there we go. There we go. Now I can get back in the chat. Brother, you're confusing all Atlantic people. Yeah, I am the Atlantic Division right now. I'm pretty much. I should have my Maple Leafs hat right there, but I'm pretty much the Atlantic Division right now. This room, this setup is the Atlantic Division. You got Bruins, Canadiens, and Tampa. So yeah, I'm rocking that Atlantic flow every day, bro. 1-0 Devils, Coleman. Ooh, Coleman getting a goal. I'm not against that. Good old Texas-born stud. Let's go take down the Habs. Yeah, this would be a pretty solid game, Devin, I feel. Honestly, I could see it going either way. I could see the Bruins winning. I could see the Canadiens winning, but I think I see the Habs winning this one. I think it'll be close, though. But 21 beauties in the stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks for coming by. You guys, the real deals. Rough day on the Discord, yeah. It was weird. It was a weird one. No, yesterday night was also pretty crazy. Blake Coleman is overrated. I mean, I don't think he has much hype to begin with, but he's a Texas. I'm pretty sure he's Texas-born, so I gotta respect him. Thoughts on Dallas Ducks trade? Well, Autumn Fall, I made that video, of course, earlier today, but I still think the Ducks won that trade. Honestly, I still think the Ducks got the edge, even though it couldn't end up benefiting both teams. I just don't see Cagliano for sure being a very good value trade for Dallas either way. Go Habs, go! Wow, Luke, I see how it is. No, I'm kind of iffy on both teams, but I kind of have to root for the Bruins, in this one. Braden, how's it going? Good to see you in here. Wow, Grav hating on the Habs. What else is new? I know, right? I mean, that's just every day. That is all the time, right?
Like and subscribe.
What the heck, Sophie? What are you doing? Anyways, like Sophie says, smash subscribe, smash like. Can we pass PewDiePie in this live stream? I think we can do it. That would be epic. Grab who you're cheering for. So, I guess I have to make an official one right now because I'm going to have to cheer it throughout the game. But since the Bruins are wearing their Winter Classic jerseys in this game, I'm going to root for the Bruins. That is official. Since the Bruins are wearing those absolutely beautiful Bruins jerseys, or absolutely beautiful Winter Classic jerseys, I'll be rooting for the Bruins in this game. But it was because of that. Those Winter Classic jerseys are straight amazing. EU Montreal. You know, I kind of agree just a little bit, Neon, but the Senators aren't that much better. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't like how Bergevin chased Max Pacioretty out of Montreal like he killed a family member or something. Yeah, I never really understood that from day one. I mean, Max Pacioretty is my favorite player. He's pretty inconsistent, but he was the captain there, which still seems crazy because he was kind of mistreated the whole time. See you soon, Grab. No, you, Luke. No, you. If you show me your shoulder, I'll subscribe. I mean, nah, that would I can't show my shoulder. Then the shoulder would get demonetized because my shoulder is hot. We're already getting up to a weird start in this stream, aren't we? Already. Might as well start early, am I right? Montreal is as bad as it sends. Though I'm not sure about that, Neon. Maybe not as bad as Senders. I don't think they're going to be that bad. I don't think many teams are as bad as the Senators. I'm just going to say that right now. But 27 beauties in the stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. On the way to 1.8K, already halfway there. You guys are just crazy, honestly. A haircut, show me. Yeah, it's shorter now. It's shorter. I got a haircut finally, I got a haircut finally like a week ago. It was much needed, Brian, but I got it finally. Roses are red. The Habs are bad. Did that rhyme? I'm not even sure. I'm not a poet. I'm kidding, by the way, obviously. By the way, I am behind the chat. Everybody, you guys already know. When you said Holtz or Raymond, I thought you said Colts or Ravens of the NFL. Now, if it was Colts versus Ravens, I would go Colts to hands down. But Holtz and Raymond, yeah, I can see how you get confused there. Though, two Swedish studs. I think you grabbed Jinx Doc when you made that video about him. Oh, 100% Mika. 100%, man. I still like Doc a lot. I still like his play a lot, but he's just been... Here, let me look. I haven't checked up on him recently. Has he caught up at least a little bit? Because I know he went on that huge slump. Did he at least get like a couple of points? Because I haven't checked up on him since that mock draft. 48 points. Okay, so he got a couple of points. I mean, he was at like 46. So, I mean, it's better. Uh-oh. Wait a second. Elite Prospect says he's injured. Wait a second. Oh, so Elite Prospect says that he has a lower body injury day to day. That's no good. That's a yikes. Doc didn't need any more bad luck at that point. I say Boston wins 4-2 easy. Well, we'll see about that, Neon. We'll see about that. Though, boys, I am not a Habs hater because I do predict them to win. So, take that. 2020 draft is going to be so good. Yeah, 2020 draft already is looking like one of the best we've seen in the last decade. Like, that 2020 draft could have the potential to be one of the best of all time. Like, Lafreniere, Lundell, Holtz, Byfield. I mean, just list off names. That top 10 is almost ridiculous at this point. Violets are blue. Let's keep that going. Why not? Did you see the Cowboys game? Yes. For the people that do not know, I'm a Cowboys fan. Unfortunately, this season was pretty great, all things considered. I thought they were gonna miss the playoffs, but yeah, it was not fun. I wasn't even home. I was at a party, or I guess a Mormon dance, but like, that Cowboys game was just frustrating from the parts that I did see of it. Bull Ragnarok. Yes, I agree. Sabres Armada. I definitely agree. Roses are red, violets are blue. Bobrovsky is leaving Columbus, and Panarin is too. I like it. Even though I think Panarin should stay in Columbus, I like it. Good rhymes, my man. But Tuukka Rask is in the net for Boston. Looks like Carey Price is in the net for Montreal. Again, let me know your predictions for this game down below. For me, I'm predicting Montreal to win this 4-2. And this game being in Boston, I think Montreal will spoil it a little bit. Even though I am cheering for the Bruins just slightly in this game. Look at the lines graph. Nah, Braden, I already know they're terrible. I already saw them. It was rough. Though the starting is... Wait, who's out there? So it's Domi, Tatar, and is that Shaw? I don't even know anymore. I don't even know anymore. Montreal. Claude Julien is kind of crazy. The Sabres suck, so now they're taking for Hughes. I mean, I thought that was what was gonna happen at the start of the season, but they kind of got off to a good start, and now they're kind of back down to earth, which sucks because I thought the Sabres had a decent chance of making the playoffs. I was still kind of skeptical after their 10-game winning streak, but they were like the Flyers that one year where they got that 10-game winning streak and then they end up missing the playoffs. And for the Sabres, it's going to be rough if they end up actually doing that. But 31 beauties in this stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. The game has just started. It's 0-0. Of course, the Boston Bruins for the Montreal Canadiens. This one should be pretty fun. Again, a big rivalry, if not the biggest rivalry in the NHL. So I'm finally able to watch this. Like, NBCSN has been slacking so far with these big matchups, or so far this season. I don't have NHL TV, so I can't just watch any game that I want. So whatever NBCSN and NHL Network have is what I can watch. And they thankfully have this game because this one should be pretty fun. I predict 3-3 into overtime win for Habs. Okay. I would like to see a high-scoring game. I think it has potential. I mean, Price versus Tuukka Rask usually results in high-scoring games, at least in the last year and a half. 2-1 JVR, that's pretty nice to see. Chromo just subscribed. Thanks so much, man. You get the John DeBears Kiss GIF. Thanks so much for joining the squad. Glad to have you. But yeah, JVR has been on he's had a weird season so far, but he's been getting a little bit better lately, but he needs to step it up, and that goal for him will be huge. Ducks got better side of deal on paper, but I guess Cogliano was a leader figure or whatever. Yeah, locker room chemistry for the Dallas Stars. That was what Jim Nill was saying. He has a great 200-foot game and great locker room chemistry. I mean, we better hope so, because Cogliano ain't putting up the points so far. Yes, beat PewDiePie. We will destroy PewDiePie. If we join together, we will destroy PewDiePie. Though we should really just destroy T-Series if we're going to go that far. I was kidding. I'm so sorry for whatever result comes from that comment. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to show my shoulder, but it was worth a shot. That's unfair just because of their jerseys. No, it really isn't. It really isn't. I mean, if I'm so, like, Bruins and Montreal are close to me when it comes to my favorite NHL teams. So when it comes down to who I'm going to cheer for on a given night, the jerseys might as well be the reason why. I mean, these Winter Classic jerseys are big. Oh, great save by Tuukka Rask on a redirection, making the save. Currently 0-0 right now in the first period. 17:39 to go. We've seen a little bit of action so far, a few good chances, and a good save by Tuukka Rask. Habs will win. They need a big one. Yeah, the Habs definitely need this one. I would say, like they're just at the edge of that playoff spot, and if they're gonna want to make the playoffs, they got to get some wins in now before teams like the Islanders and the Canes end up catching them. Hey Grav, how's it going, Gemini? Great to see you in here. Thanks for coming by. Let me see. I went too far in the chat as always, man. As always. I'm pretty sure Grav has a 6-pack, no homo. I'm not sure about that one. It's a work in progress, don't worry. That was fit, or pretty lit. I'm subbing. See you soon. See you later, Cam. Great to have you by. 2020 draft, we're getting first overall unless we somehow sign an Estonian Dutchie. Yeah, Senators better. Yeah, the 2019 first round pick is looking pretty solid for Colorado right now, so that 2020 draft, Ottawa will probably be tanking at that point. Another big save by Tuukka Rask on Jonathan Drouin. Now the Bruins do get it out. The Canadiens have gotten a pretty decent start off to this game. That wasn't said right. My apologies. Roses are red, violets are blue. The Sabres will now tank for Jack Hughes. I mean, that's sometimes rhymes. I mean, a little bit, somewhat. I'll let it pass. Don't like either of these teams, but whatever. Yeah, Kian, they're not my favorite teams, but it is a big rivalry. It is a big matchup, so I thought, hey, might as well stream. And for the people that don't know already, I'll be going to the Dallas-Tampa Bay game tomorrow, so I'll be vlogging that. So I wanted to stream before that just to get it over with, or not to get it over with, but to be with you guys at least. But yeah, tomorrow is gonna be hyped. I'll have pretty decent seats to that Dallas Stars Tampa Bay game. So again, the Dallas Stars being my first favorite team, and the Tampa Bay Lightning being my second favorite team, I'm gonna have a lot of fun tomorrow, and I probably will vlog it and have that up on the channel. I see you're jumping on the Nightbot trend. You're becoming Flair. I mean, Nightbot is solid. I don't use it too much anymore, but it just has like the automated messages. Am I right? But it's okay. I use it a little bit. Let me see. Urinating Tree is a nostalgia critic of sports. I mean, I would say Urinating Tree is better than Nostalgia Critic, but he has the same kind of tone, even if he doesn't have that many face reveals. Can you imagine if the Avalanche won both the first and second overall pick? Yeah, that would be absolutely insane. As a fan of a team in the Central Division, I don't exactly want that to happen. Imagine if they got Jack Hughes and Capo Caco. Like, everybody thinks, oh, this big rivalry is about to start, and then they go to the same team. And then it's all over. Go Rams. Go NY Jets. Yeah, I'm sorry for you, Von Hook. I am really, really sorry for you. You're sad about the Cowboys. Try being an Eagles fan. Hey, you got your Super Bowl. You got your Super Bowl at least. I haven't been alive for anything. I mean, with Dallas sports teams, like, I didn't care about, I only cared about the MLB in 2011. Like, I was so young that I didn't really care about the Mavericks. And of course I knew they were a team, but like, I just didn't care that time. I mean, it would be cool to see the Mavericks win an NBA championship, but that would be on like my low tier of Dallas sports teams getting a cup, or getting not a cup, but a championship. I might convert myself into a Yinzer. Don't you dare. We don't need more Penguins fans. Nah, I'm kidding. Penguins fans they're good. They're decent to me. At least some of them. You know who. Do we have to wait like 580 days for the 2020 draft? As a Dallas fan, do you think Jerry Jones had a coronary? I mean, with the 2020 draft, it's like a year and a half from now, give or take. So, not completely. Though it's probably like 400 or something. But yeah, the 2020 draft is a long ways away. So, again, when I made that mock draft video, I prefaced that it was early. So, we'll see a lot of change throughout the next few months, of course. But 35 beauties in the stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. On the way to 1.8K, join the squad, boys. But the Montreal Canadiens have been doing pretty well in this game so far, at least from what I've seen. They got a few great chances. The Bruins have been kind of scrambling to get it out of their zone, so far hasn't been the greatest game for them. Sadly, I can't watch the Leafs game. Rip, man. I know that's a pretty solid one. Avalanche versus Leafs. Leafs being my favorite team, that's a pretty solid one, too. Hey, man, what's up? I guess you got a haircut. Yeah, I got a haircut now. Finally. Should have happened like a couple of weeks ago, but finally. Ta-ta! Not ta-ta. Ta-ta is a solid player. Good player, I would say. Can you imagine that Bobrovsky situation happen in Ottawa? I mean, that would just be more drama. I don't think Ottawa needs more drama right now. Should the Avalanche fire Jared Bednar? I don't think so. I mean, he was one of the reasons why they were revived that one year. I think he's a solid coach. I mean, he's not my favorite, but I think that situation between Bednar and McKinnon has been solved by now. At least I would hope. So I wouldn't say right now, but maybe if that situation gets worse down the line. NHL TV has a couple free games each week. Yeah, I know about that, though I haven't researched that a ton, so I might look into that. Oh, good opportunity back in front. I think that was Tatar trying to get it back up, and now the Bruins get it out. I think that's DeBrusk trying to get it in. Oh, no, that was Akari, never mind. But he loses it because, of course, he does. Who do you think will be the next coach to be fired? That's a tough one because a lot of the coaches that should be fired have already been fired, right? There's been a lot of coaches that have been fired so far this season, especially compared to last year where there was 0 in the season. So I don't know if there's any big ones. Maybe you go with Guy Boucher, but I don't think Melnick is going to risk that. Simo Mighty, thanks so much for subscribing. Glad to have you in here. Get the John Tavares kiss gif. And for the 35 people watching, if you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, share the channel with your friends. Of course, like-minded hockey friends always helps. What's up, Grav? Let's go, Bees. Yes, Mark, I will be cheering for the Bruins in this game. Just barely, but I will be cheering for the Bruins in this game. But yeah, how's it going, man? Good to see you in here. Ducks coach will be fired. Yeah, I hope so, man. Though it doesn't seem like Bob Murray wants to get rid of him, I desperately hope so because Ducks fans deserve better than that. They have a decent team, and a lot of the guys that were injured have come back, but they're still playing like crap, and Randy Carlyle, I think, has to be blamed for that. Fire Jim Nill. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of... That Cogliano Shore trade kind of just depressed me. Honestly, at this point, I don't even care if we make the playoffs. I'm kind of leaning towards the fire Jim Nill trade or Jim Nill trade. If I had to make a decision on whether to keep Nill or to fire him, I would probably fire him right now. Do a urinating tree impression. Oh boy. Frick you, Dean Spanos. I'm not gonna say the F word except for frick because this is a family-friendly, PG clean stream. Stars are the best team except for when they take a hot steamer. Crap. Man, when the Stars want to be bad, they will be bad. They lose versus the Flyers and the St. Louis Blues back-to-back. And they wanted to be bad, it seemed like. They were almost trying to lose versus those two teams. So it just is... I feel like a change was needed, but I don't think getting a guy like Andrew Cogliano, especially giving up a guy like Shore, is going to do too much for them. Where's Jim Light's going to call Cogliano horse crap? I mean, it's coming, man. And the only reason it wouldn't happen is Cogliano isn't a star. But he is now a star. So he is horse crap, apparently. Because every Stars player is horse crap. Let me think. Oh, let me see. Oh boy, I am still behind. I am still massively behind, as always. Boston on how to manage a team. Let's sign heavy power forwards. We don't need defense. Just pray Chara doesn't get injured. Backup goalie. We don't need one. We have Tuukka Rask. I mean, they did get Yaroslav Halak, which was a pretty solid ad for them, and that's certainly a pretty solid backup goalie. But I think that the ways of that is kind of over for them. That's Backus contract was kind of rough, but they've been getting a little bit younger. They've been getting a little bit more faster, especially on the defense. They've kind of ruined the stigma of them being this hard-nosed battle team, even though they do have some grit towards them. They're not that completely anymore. Fire Bob Boughner. Yeah, I'm kind of on the side of that. He hasn't been all too impressive for the Florida Panthers, and they haven't been all too impressive. And that team on paper should probably be at least contending for a playoff spot, like I predicted. But they've just been utter crap, and we've been waiting for them to have that second half resurgence that they always have. But I honestly don't think it's coming this year. With all that locker room dysfunction and Bob Boughner just being weird and dumb, I just don't think it's going to happen for them. Halak over Rask. I mean, oh, big chance for Lehkonen. I think he whiffed on that, but that was a big chance in the slot. 12 minutes to go in this game, 0-0 Montreal versus Boston, but that was a big chance by Lehkonen. I don't think he could get a big shot on that, though. You can't fire the boogeyman. Boogie or Hoobie-Dooby-Doo is better. But, yeah, Boughner, he's not my favorite. With the Florida Panthers, they've been a little bit unlucky with injuries, but they've always been unlucky. That's always what happens, but you got to find a way to get better than that. Marchand behind the net. Uh-oh, gets tripped. Looks like we'll have a Boston Bruins power play. Mike Riley going to the box. Obvious tripping there. That was... I mean, it takes a lot for a referee to call something against Marchand, but that was blatant right there. Oh, no, that was... Yeah, that was Riley. I thought it was Petrie for a second, but no. A vlog, yes. Brian, I will be vlogging that. It won't be like a... It won't be like a Jake Paul vlog or something stupid. It'll just be like a behind-the-scenes look at it. But, yeah, I'm hoping that I can, especially now that I'm prepared, I have the camera that I use in videos. It's pretty solid. I think it'll be pretty good for that game. Boston Bruins over Canadiens every time. I mean, we'll see. Now with the Bruins going on the power play, 11:38 to go in this game. Now the Canadiens get it out? Do they? Okay, they get it out. But 35 beauties in the stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. Again, it's still currently 0-0, but this game has been pretty solid up to this point. Some good chances by both teams. Montreal won't win the cup in the next 200 years. They don't have an advantage of drafting best French players anymore. Yeah, since there's all those good Americans now, I guess they don't have that advantage. Dude, get an Insta. I want to see your jersey collection and stuff. Yeah, I probably should. I probably should at this point. I've been putting it off for so long. I have an Instagram account, but I don't use it. Probably should just revive that. Don Cherry, professional hockey's disconnected racist grandpa. Please say he won't be, or please say he'll be off the air soon. I can't take his racism and unwillingness to realize it is a speed-based game. I mean, for me with Don Cherry, I don't expect him to have this perfect hockey analysis. He is entertaining, and he strives to be entertaining, and he is certainly entertaining. Whether he's racist or not, that is still up for debate, but I still think that he's entertaining, and that's what he's there for. I mean, I don't think he's there for the most tip-top informational takes on hockey. I think he's there to entertain people, and he certainly does that. I mean, if you talking about him, he does his job correctly. Die Eagles die. I agree. Die Eagles die. Dallas Cowboys, the crown jewel of the ego, Jerry Jones. Yeah. Jerry Jones land right there. Honestly, making bot if you do all convert to a Stars fan. Oof. Nah, I don't know about that, Flair. I don't know about that. You were a Winnipeg Jets fan, though, for a while. Love you, though. Love you. Laterra is playing tonight. Oh, really? Is he actually? That's pretty awkward. Him being in that cocaine ring and everything. That's pretty rough. A little bit of a sneaker by the Montreal Canadiens or by the Bruins. Looks like Price does get it, though. Not too much going on this Boston Bruins power play, though. They haven't been doing too much. I only like the Stars because Ben is from the same city as me. That's not a bad reason, Chromo. That's not a bad reason at all. Ben is a stud, let's be honest here. I got a John Avere's t-shirt. Not bad, Wolf Digger. Not bad. Is it like I guess it would be an Adidas one. That's not bad. I don't have a lot of NHL t-shirts, but I think that's pretty cool, man. Randy Carlisle, you're next. Do it. Do it, Anaheim. If you are smart, you would fire Riley Canryle is what I was about to say. If you're smart, Anaheim, you would fire Randy Carlyle. Just do it. John Gibson deserves better. Yes, he does, Minka. 100%. John Tavares deserves not Randy Carlyle. He does not deserve that. Grav, you would inspire me to live by myself in a car. Live by yourself in a car? Not sure how I inspired you there, but interesting. Interesting. Randy Carlyle being the next coach fired. I honestly hope so, man. I honestly hope so, because I don't really like Anaheim too much, but they deserve better. The fans deserve better there. John Tavares' kiss makes me want to kill my wife. Yikes. Yikes. I want Housley gone, though. I mean, Housley hasn't done a bad job, I don't think. I don't know if you go to that extreme. I think the Sabres. I think I expected the Sabres to get 1 point out of the playoffs or something like that. I don't think they're at the point where they should be contenders, and they probably, with that 10-game winning streak, they probably got everybody overhyping them, and now they're coming back down to earth a little bit. Willie Desjardins is a downgrade from John Stevens. I agree, man. I agree. Desjardins is not good. Is not good whatsoever. I don't really like. I'd never really liked that hire from the beginning. I didn't see it working out, and it hasn't really worked out for them. Gotta go. See you later, Egg. Thanks so much for coming by. You the real deal. Kings play so well sometimes. I mean, they've just been inconsistent. I know they've been 5-5 in the last 10, but the Kings just aren't the greatest team, and the consistency is not there from them. Oh, big opportunity for Gallagher. He's trying to get it back now with the boards. Shots on goal so far, Boston has the advantage, 6-4, 9:30 to go in this first period. I feel like Montreal's gotten some good opportunities, but they haven't been able to get a lot of shots across. Hey, don't insult the Flyers. I mean, the Flyers are just the Flyers. A bad team. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. I'm speaking truth here, Minka. Emphasis on sometimes. I mean, every team plays amazing sometimes. Every team looks like a contender sometimes, am I right? Even the Kings, they're no exception. They have like one good game every 2 months, so, yeah, I agree. Let me see. I feel bad for Gibson. Yeah, fault. I do too, man. It's just, he is such a good goaltender, and I think he deserves better. Is this live? I'm trying to watch the game from Brazil. I'm a true Montreal. I guess it is, or I guess it the in track. That's why you speaking. Well, this is not a stream for the game itself. This is my reaction to it. You're welcome to stick by, but you're probably not going to find the actual game itself or in the stream itself on YouTube. That's usually pretty hard to find. 2-2 Giroux, not bad. Flyers getting back in it. Pedersen over Matthews. Confirmed. When the game starts, Big Bob is already started. Currently we're 0-0, 8:57 to go. But yeah, the game has already started, so I don't know what to tell you. PG streams, we always talk about how horny you are for Klingberg. I mean, no, that's just me with Miro, man. Why the heck are you streaming Washington versus Blues instead of Montreal versus Boston on Sportsnet? I'm cheesed. Are they really? Are they really, Austin? That's pretty weird. Why would, unless TSN has that. That would be Washington versus Blues. I mean, Ovi did get that one goal. Oh, big opportunity for Marchand. Carey Price does make the save, though. Marchand wasn't able to get a good shot across, but big chance for him. But yeah, Austin, that's pretty weird. Not sure why they stream St. Louis versus Washington. That seems whack. Halak is good. I agree. But 35 beauties in the stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. You guys are the real deals for sure. And this game's been pretty entertaining so far. PK Subban trade worst. I mean, that trade was pretty rough, I would say. Pity after signing Marner plus Matthews and Kapanen for $26 million cap hit. Tavares and Nylander will have to leave Leafs. I mean, I don't feel like with Kapanen, I don't see him staying in any situation unless he takes like $3 million, which would be a steal for Toronto. I just don't see Kapanen fitting into that lineup, especially with so many forwards that they've signed already. I mean, not like anybody cares, but the Panthers are not making it with their 7. Yeah, the Panthers are just. I just, when they come to their team, I thought they were going to be a pretty offense-heavy team, and when Trocheck went down, that was a big blow to them. They looked pretty solid at points in this season, but it just hasn't come together so far. Nice penalty. Yeah, that was a rough one, Braden. That was a yikes for me. At least it's better than the Yotes. Ooh, yeah, I don't want to be a Yotes fan right now. I really do not. Even though they're like a couple of points out of the playoffs, which is still crazy. Islanders have a great... Uh-oh. Get it out, please. Boston keeping the puck in pretty nicely. The forecheck for Boston stepping up well. Now Akari behind the nets. This Bruins forecheck has been beastly in the last couple of minutes. Now to Krejci. He goes behind the boards, trying to find a slot open. Now for the Canadiens, they've been scrambling to get this puck out of the zone, but Bruins still keeping it in, and Montreal finally gets it out. The Islanders have a great record in the playoffs since we were at their career high school in my first 5 years tournament, and I could W. Who the frick is Mackenzie Weegar, and why does he get ice time in Florida? I'm not even sure, man. I'm not even sure. Who the frick is Mackenzie Weegar, and why you want to kiss him? Ew. Let me know if you get that reference. Grav is so behind. I mean, I'm always behind. If you guys are new to the streams, I am always behind in chat. So it's pretty much a consistency. Could we see Don Cherry on television until his dying day? Probably what's going to happen. I mean, he'll probably be hosting that Hockey Night in Canada until he dies, which might not be ever. Uh-oh, looks like we get a Boston Bruins, or it looks like we get a Montreal Canadiens power play. I think Kotkaniemi might have gone down to the ice. Was there... Wait, is Kotkaniemi going to the box? What happened there? So Kotkaniemi went behind the boards. He tried to get the puck. Char was behind him. He tried to get it back, now to Akari. Now he's behind the nets. What even happened here? Are they going to show it? Okay, now Kotkaniemi goes behind the net. Oh, okay, so he got, I think he got tripped, but then he tripped McAvoy, so it was kind of a bang-bang. But tripping on Jesperi Kotkaniemi, Boston getting the power play now, or I guess being a 4. Actually, no. Looks like it is a 4-on-4. It says it's a 4-on-4. Don't worry, I'm an LA fan. I feel your pain. Oh, Chromo. That is sad, man. I'm praying for you, man, because that sucks. If you're for all LA fans right now, it is not a great time to be an LA fan. So I'm praying for you, man. I'm praying. Yeah, it looks like it's a 4-on-4. Char going to the box. I think Chara tripped Kotkaniemi, and then Kotkaniemi tripped McAvoy. So it was just a domino effect right there. And looks like we'll have a 4-on-4 now for 2 minutes. Oh, Mete with a big opportunity. He shot that just wide, it looked like. But a big opportunity for him. Don Cherry was dressed like Jim Carrey in The Mask the other day with a light green suit and a crappy tie, looking or trying to look like a pimp or something. I mean, Don Cherry is a pimp, let's be honest. LA Kings will not make the playoffs next year. Yeah, I don't see that happening unless they pull off something crazy like a Buffalo this year. I don't see that happening. Quick hasn't been playing well at all. Yeah, Quick has been weird so far this season. Quick is usually a weird goalie, but he's been extra weird this season. Fire Morgan Riley. Fire Austin Matthews. Let's do it, boys. Riley Camrile. Swindlin's coach for next World Juniors. Riley Camrile is an elite prospect. Oh, and we get a goal. Brad Marchand scoring on the 4-on-4. Boston taking the 1-0 lead. An absolute snipe on Carey Price. And with 5:51 to go, Marchand was able to get a great shot across and was able to snipe that puppy. A great play behind the ice. Now, great pass to Marchand, and he just completely destroyed Price. That was a complete... Like, Price wasn't expecting that shot. And then Shea Weber just got tied up on the ice and wasn't able to cover him. That was just a undoing of the Montreal Canadiens. Great pass by Bergeron. And Marchand able to get that 1-0 lead. Yikes. Bad play by Weber and Price. I mean, not much Price could do there. That was a perfect shot by Marchand, but Weber not covering his guy. Rip. But Boston taking the 1-0 lead. Again, you guys know I'll probably be cheering for Boston in this game, so Boston getting it done. We will need at least 4 years to rebuild because of all the garbage players we have on long contracts. Yeah, you guys have some bad contracts there in LA. It's not going to be fun. Those ones you're going to have to wait out. You're kind of in the same situation as a Detroit where you're going to go in that rebuild phase, but you won't be good for a while just because those contracts are sinking, and especially in LA. It baffles me that Dion Phaneuf gets any time whatsoever. Yeah, he's not the greatest. Pasternak, though, get a good opportunity going around the net, trying to find something around the boards. He gets a lot of open ice time. Now Bergeron trying to find something at the hash marks. Goes behind, now back to the blue line. Trying to find something. Oh, right in front for McAvoy. They're trying to get something going. But 45 seconds left still in this 4-on-4. 5 minutes to go in this first period. Boston having the 1-0 lead. Boston. Housley sucks. He keeps playing Scandella and Sabatka. Horrible. I mean, yeah, I've heard that Scandella has been not good so far. Show us the game. Unfortunately, Aiden, I cannot show the game. I would if I could, but you're probably not going to find the game stream on YouTube. At least on YouTube. This is probably the best you're going to get. I hope Domi can score some goals. He deserves them. Yeah, some not empty net goals. He's been solid so far this season, but in the last month he hasn't been all that great. He's benching Pollute tonight. Yeah, I know Pollute has been pretty solid. I know he was great in the AHL. How good has he been in the NHL so far this season, though? If there was a biggest Savage Award, it would be the World Juniors. Clint Costin would have 100% won it. I mean, you weren't wrong. You weren't wrong. I don't think Compton would have gotten it, but Costin was just enjoying that stuff, doing this and just like all the drama around him too. It was hilarious. What a save by Price. Yeah, Price has had some decent saves so far this game. P wasn't able to save that Marchand shot. Could we see Don Cherry on our television until his dying day? He's 84 years old and it's time to move on. Yeah, he's getting up there into the age, man. For sure. Screw NJ. Rip Withor. Rip. But 35 beauties in the stream right now. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. You guys are the real deals. For sure. Let me see. By the way, I think I'm catching up a little bit. I think I'm catching up just a little bit. Now, famous last words, am I right? Famous last words. I planted a hot streamer on your doorstep. Or hot steamer. That would have been funny. Just knock the doorbell. Right? Flames fans are toxic. I mean, a little bit. I know some Flames fans can be bad. They, like, in my experience, though, they haven't been, like, the worst. Like, when it comes to Canadian franchises or Canadian NHL teams, they're pretty tame, I would say. NJ fans are the worst. Again, they're one of those teams that I don't hear a lot from. I don't know a lot of fans from New Jersey. For me, probably the worst fan base that I have had experience with, it would be a tough one, but, like, I don't know. I haven't had... When it comes to, like, the worst fan base that I've had experience with, it would maybe be, like, LA or something. Even though, Chroma, I know you're an LA fan. But I don't know. That's a tough one. Because there's been some ones that I mean, there's not a lot of franchises that I judge too much because of fan base. I think they will sign Kapanen, sign to a bridge, maybe 2 years, 3.5. I mean, that would be good for Toronto, I would think. If they could get him down to $3 million, that would be insane. But Kapanen has proved that he's probably going to get more like a $4 million deal, which, for Kapanen, would be great. But for the Toronto Maple Leafs, I'm not sure about it. So they'll need to be really sneaky about how they handle the cap and maybe trade Zaitsev if they can, hopefully. Canucks are tied for a wild card spot. Yeah, that's weird, man. Like the Canucks, like we feel of the Canucks being so average this season, but they're technically in a playoff spot even though they're tied with it. It just shows how meta. Oh, a big fight! Looks like Delorier, or is it Delorier? Or no, it's Kevin Miller going with. Yeah, it's Kevin Miller going with Delorier. Big fight here, back to back. Miller exchanging the punches, exchanging the momentum. Delorier going for a couple big punches. Going for again. Delorier dominating the battle. Now his helmet's off. They're sprawling. Delorier is going hard on it. Kevin Miller's exchanging it. They're just going at it, both of them. And Kevin Miller takes them down. Big fight. Crazy fight. Both of them were exchanging punches. They were taking blows, but exchanging it at the same time. But Kevin Miller was able to get the last laugh and just boom him onto the ice. Crazy fight. And, of course, to be expected with the Boston Bruins versus the Canadiens, but big fight, man. That was fun. Though Delorier, like right off the face-off, Delorier went with Miller. Right off the face-off. They were probably planning that beforehand. 1-1 Kane. Ooh. Who you cheering for? Carl, I'll probably be cheering for the Bruins in this game. I think I made that official, at least so far. I'll be cheering for the Bruins in this one. But again, how's it going, man? Good to see you in here. Somebody do something on 4-on-4. Well, Marchand. Marchand does it. The best part that came out of LA being bad is that all the bandwagoners have left. I mean, yeah. I mean, there were some pretty hard bandwagoners for LA back then when they won those 2 cups. 2-0 Toronto Lindholm. There we go. My boy Parr. My boy Parr Lindholm. Can you show us the game, please? It's not on my TV. Yeah, Carter. Unfortunately, I cannot show the game. If I did, I would get copyrighted. I would if I could, but this is probably the best you're gonna find, man. Of course, Marchand. Yeah, big goal. Big goal by Marchand, for sure. Weber is such a bad skater. Yeah, that play was rough, man. He just got out-dueled. Shot at the point, I think, by Petrie. Now behind the net, Montreal trying to get an answer here. 3:19 to go in this first period. Boston still having the 1-0 lead. Again, a big fight between Delorier and Kevin Miller. That was an epic matchup. Let me see. I'm always behind the chat. Always. Johnny Quick is asking for a massage on his center earlobe. You know, that's interesting. That would be weird, though. Center earlobe. I mean, I wouldn't even put it past athletes. They're crazy. Get a massage in every single part of their bodies. Even the center earlobe right here. Gets embarrassed on rushes all the time. Yeah, it's not exactly one of Weber's strengths, I would say. Oh, great play by Kotkaniemi. Back. Oh, great pass by Kotkaniemi. I think that was back to Byron. But he had some great hockey sets. Oh, what a great save by Tuukka Rask on Tomas Tatar. Tuukka Rask getting it done. Great glove save. Making it look easy. Not even that much flash on it. He just robbed him. Great play by, or great couple of plays by Kotkaniemi, though. Great pass to Byron, I think it was. But I don't think Byron was able to get the shot off. But yeah, Tuukka Rask just was able to get that shot off. Like, it was close. But 22 beauties in the stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. You guys are the real deals for sure. JVR got credited for the second goal. Wasn't Giroux. 2 goals for JVR tonight. Not bad. Not bad. Who are the Flyers playing, Minka? Let me know. Yeah, buddy. Marchman scores. Oh, in the AHL for the Providence. Not bad. I'm cheering for the Habs. All right, Minka. Okay. All right. Observation is that Ilya Kevelchuk or Kovalchuk? Kovalchuk is a massive attitude problem. It was legendary in NJ. If he was a moron in NJ and a moron in Moscow, then chances he was going to be a moron in LA are high. I mean, you aren't wrong there, but I think he's matured a little bit. We haven't heard too much from him besides, of course, him being benched by Desjardins. So I don't know. Kovalchuk, it just doesn't seem like he's fit anywhere, honestly, even though he gets those points. I'm cheering hard for the Flyers right now because I want the Canucks for that wild card spot. Yeah, who are they? I'm trying to remember who they're playing. Kings are singing out older and injury yeah, I think the Flyers were playing the Minnesota Wild. Never mind. I just remember that. Where's Aiden? Aiden is actually at a friend's house right now. 1-1 Barbashev. Uh-oh. Come on, Capitals. Can you at least win that game, please? My gosh. At least win that one. 2-1 Devils, Paul Mary. Ooh, yikes. Imagine being a Habs fan. Yeah, it's even more sad than being a Stars fan. Even more sad. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if the Canucks won the first overall pick and they invited Quinn Hughes up to the draft, Jack Hughes? It would be sobbing. Yeah, that would be amazing, honestly. Oh, back to the point now for Jordy Ben. Shoots it, net behind the net. Tuukka Rask, able to get it? Looks like he does, but a couple of good opportunities by the Montreal Canadiens. It got some good pressure in there. Colorado's losing again. Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest TP. With Colorado, they've been rough in their last 10, really. Grav, are you winning fantasy because we must make the playoffs? I don't know if I am. I didn't check. I know this is the first day back from it, but I think I'm 10-5 in my fantasy league, something like that. The worst fan base I had experience with was the Bruins because I got yelled at by a Bruins fan one time. Yeah, I would say, I don't know, the Bruins are they have some edgy fans, but I don't know, like the Bruins, I guess, would be up there when it comes to worst fan experiences, but I haven't had like terrible experience with fans, honestly. Like, if I had a bad experience with someone, I don't usually translate that to the team, so that's kind of my understanding. Like, I won't hate a team because I got harassed by a fan sometime. That's just that fan. It's not the team's fault. But yeah, big fight for Delorier and Kevin Miller. Montreal wins this fight in a landslide. Delorier was going hard on it, man. He was going hard on it. No, worst by miles are Flyers fans. They will boo you even if you have a 6-0 lead. Oh, Montreal gets the 1-1 goal. Brendan Gallagher getting it done, making it 1-1. 1:33 to go in this first period. Brendan Gallagher getting the goal. I was reading a message. I was reading the chat. I wasn't able to see it. Petrie with the shot. Oh, yikes. Oh, that's ugly. I'm just gonna say this right now. That goal was ugly. Ugh. That wasn't even Gallagher's goal. That was Petrie. That was Petrie. He shot it. Looks like it went off Chara's leg. So, I thought Gallagher got that, but Petrie shot it off by the blue line. It went off Chara's leg, and Rask was basically just like almost standing up pretty much, and it went right through his legs to make it 1-1. So it's not Gallagher's goal, but Petrie makes it 1-0. Wait, what are they crediting it as Gallagher? Did it hit Gallagher? Wait a second, what? NBCSN is crediting it as Gallagher's. Wait a second. It was tip? Huh. It was a tip. I didn't see that, though. I mean, I like Gallagher, though, so, I mean, that's fine by me. I like Gallagher. So, I mean, if anybody's going to make it 1-1, might as well be Gallagher. I like him. Or, let me see. I don't see LA fans being toxic very often, but I am disagreeing because I probably don't see it. Yeah, I mean, I've had a couple bad experiences, but, like, there isn't like one fan base that like sticks out to me like, oh, this team is ruined by the fans. Like, I don't have that really. Sharks fans are pretty toxic. I mean, I've come across some bad Sharks fans, but most of the time they're pretty solid. Do you want to see the Canucks in the playoffs? I mean, it would be a pretty fun story to see them in the playoffs. But I don't think it would be good for them long term. I think right now going for Quinn Hughes would be the best, or going for Jack Hughes would be the best for them. But right now, I don't feel like making the playoffs this year will be very good for them. So even if I wanted the Canucks to win, I don't think making the playoffs would be good for their franchise. Or at least not yet. Stars fans are toxic, especially Grav. I mean, you aren't wrong. I'm the most toxic person in the world, confirmed. I'm a Nucks and Kings fan, which is weird. That is certainly interesting, but I like it. I'm a Dallas Stars and Lightning fan and a Vegas fan. So, I don't know. I have my weird combinations, too. Forsback and Carlson, though, coming up. JFK, as some people call him. Looks like the Habs get it out, though. Grav is a toxic Habs fan. I'm toxic, my man. I didn't watch 2012, though. Oh, were you there for the 2014 one, then, I guess? But yeah, that 2012 one was pretty exciting, even though I didn't see much of it. Where are the game at? Unfortunately, I cannot show the game. If I could, but due to copyright, I cannot show the game itself. But of course, you guys are welcome to stick around. This is probably the best you're going to get on YouTube, though. 2-1 Landeskog. Gabriel Landeskog. 3-1 Blues Perron. 3-2 Foligno. Oof, rip. That was yeah, Christopher. That was an amazing fight. Even I feel like Kevin Miller won that though. Delorier was going crazy on that one, man. Cool dude, what's up? How's it going, my man? Great to see you in here. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. Again, if you guys want to help the support channel, if you're already subscribed, tell your hockey friends about the channel. Definitely helps. But Rosie's just chilling here. Since I do it pretty much every live stream, we'll get a little bit of a Rosie reveal. Wearing the Texas flag, respect for that. Let's go Texas. If you guys don't know, Dallas, Texas born, proud, and Rosie reveal. There we go. Say hi. Say hi. There you go. Gotta get that dog reveal. Gotta get those views because gotta clickbait my dog now. Yeah, I would say Miller won that one. Kovalchuk, my kid and wife are in Moscow. That's in. Who is Aiden? Is he your brother? And what about Sophie? Aiden's my brother, and Sophie is my sister. Great goal by Coleman on a breakaway, leaving the penalty box against Chicago. Yeah, if anybody's gonna score for New Jersey, it might as well be Nosen and Coleman because both are beauties. I think they're both from Plano. I think. 3-1 NJ. Are they playing Chicago with her? Because that would be rough. McKinnon is getting $6.3 million a year until 2023. What a steal! That's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, with McKinnon, I know that contract was pretty much a steal from day one, and now it's looking amazing. Amazing for Colorado. Come on, Bruins fans are chill. Sometimes I know a lot of decent Bruins fans. I also know some bad Bruins fans, so it goes either way. But that's pretty much a very fan base though. Brendan Gallagher tied game. Yeah, big goal for Gally. Gally Goat, as some people call him. 31 Devils Boyle. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Crazy little hatch put sitting on the tree. Okay, thanks for watching YouTube videos now on my mom and dad to get me a lie and a little b, and then I'll just let it be able, and then I'll go back and wise words. Wise words. What's going on with Line A? Is he getting or is he looking to get traded by his crappy play? I wouldn't. Well, I think this is almost this is honestly a great scenario for the Jets. Even though he's playing badly, because he's playing badly, that'll likely mean that his cap hit gets lower. Kind of like a Nathan McKinnon, where in his draft year he kind of disappointed a little, or not in his draft year, but in the year that his contract expires, he kind of goes slow a little bit. So the team can get him in a cheaper contract. And for Patrick Laine, I don't think that's any different. He's had a weird season. He's still scoring some goals, but he has not been what I thought he was going to be. I thought this was a year that he really explodes, and it has not been that way, at least so far. I hate the Bruins. You don't say, Luke. You don't say. You don't say. By the way, to make when it comes to these streams, I know having Streamlabs on, it makes the streams a lot better, but I've also been looking into putting on background music in the streams. I've looked into that for videos. I don't think that's really needed, but in the streams I think it would help. You guys know I'm a Pokemon nerd, so I would love to just have Pokemon compilations just going around in the background. That would be honestly amazing. So if you guys want me to put like background music into the streams, I'll do that in later ones. But again, just something to suggest because I think it would help. Go Bruins, News Destroyer. For me, I am cheering for the Bruins in this game, even though I am wearing the Canadiens jersey. I am cheering for the Bruins in this one. It got tipped downward clearly. Okay, I thought it hit Chara. I guess it didn't. I know it hit something, whether it be Chara or Gallagher. But I mean, Gallagher getting a goal is pretty solid. 3-3. Nolan Patrick gets the goal. That one was for you and the Patrick haters. I mean, Patrick finally getting a goal, man. That's been a long time coming. A long time coming. I will never not cheer for the Nucks, but Jack Hughes looking really tasty. Jack Hughes is looking pretty good right now. Pretty good, and so is Capo Caco. So, can't go wrong with either, I would say. I'll be back, Grab. See you later, Bray. Thanks for coming by. What the frick? Hey, with our Christian chat. Christian chat, my boy. Christian chat, with our. Seriously. Christian chat. But yeah, having Zajac score, that's not pretty. That's not pretty. You can't let Zajac score. That's rough. I'm sorry, Willer. I'm sorry. 2-2 Rantanen. Oof. Right when I start I can't speak. Can't speak anymore. Right when I start to talk crap about Rantanen, he scores. That's fun. It's very, very fun. Montreal has some momentum going into the second. Yeah, Tanner, I would say so. They had a pretty decent period. I think Boston got more shots than them, but that goal is huge for them, honestly. Best team Leafs have beat since early December are the Buffalo Sabres. I mean, the Buffalo Sabres aren't the greatest team ever, if I had to say something, but like, I don't know. The Leafs have had more of an easier schedule, I would say, in the last month. At least beat Columbus. I mean, Columbus is solid, I would say. Yes, Rosie, coming on the stream. Widow Rosie. Hi, intermission time. How's it going, Loke? Good to see you in here, man. New Jersey's playing Chicago. It's a shame that the Devils aren't in the playoff race. Expecting more from them after ending their playoff drought last year. Yeah, for me, I predicted New Jersey to miss the playoffs this year, so I'm not really surprised. Their goaltending has been crap. Their offense has usually been crap, except for when they're playing the Blackhawks, I think. So, yeah, it's not been a great year for New Jersey, but they still have a decent future, I would say. Of course, making the playoffs. That year was definitely a fluke, but I think they have a decent future with some of their guys. Do you think Patrick Laine is overrated? Yeah, Von Hook, I would say so. I think he's overrated in the overall game. I think he's a great goal scorer, but he isn't a great overall player. He is a goal scorer. Kind of like, he reminds me of an Alex Ovechkin in his younger days where he just scores goals and pretty much does nothing else but that. So it's not really going to set up Winnipeg for too much success. And, of course, Alex Ovechkin, once he started to finally round out his game, is when Washington finally started to win some games in the playoffs and get it done. So it might be the same situation for Laine, but he's a goal scorer, and he's been doing that a little bit this season, but even that hasn't been all that great. Habs coaching staff, just so-so this year. Yeah, Julian has not been my favorite this season. Graf should make a video called "How are the Habs doing this?" How are the Habs doing this? Making bad lines? I agree. I give lots of credit to the Canadiens coaching staff. I mean, they have a good goalie coach, I would say. They have a good goalie coach. They made Niemi look like a god for half a season. Doing great with 5-on-5 play, but power play is garbage. Yeah, the power play is not the greatest. By the way, I think I am catching up in chat. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let me see. What do you think of Nathan Laguerre? He is eligible for this year's draft and is having a good season in the QMJHL. He's currently 4th in points in the QMJHL. Yeah, I'm really high on Laguerre, or I guess Laguerre. He is one of my favorite prospects this year. I think he has a lot of potential. Not exactly, but he kind of reminds me of a Brendan Gallagher from what I've seen so far because he is just relentless on the puck. He doesn't have the most talent in the world, but he works harder than a lot of other prospects, and he still has that talent to boot. I mean, being 4th in the QMJHL for a draft year prospect is very, very solid. So for me, I'd probably have him in my top 25, but he's maybe, I would say, just a little bit of a reach in the top 15, and that's why he hasn't been in any of the mock drafts yet, but I am pretty high on him. Wheeler and Scheifele need more recognition. I mean, Wheeler hasn't had the greatest season so far. Scheifele has been decent, but we'll see. I think they're starting to get that, though, and they've been getting that the last couple of seasons. The Norris Trophy should be changed to the Polak Trophy. I agree. Minka. I agree. The Polak Trophy, awarded to the best defenseman, the most generational defenseman, it's got to be Polak. It's got to be. Who needs the Alex Ovechkin Award when you can have the Roman Polak Award? Obviously. The Roman Polak Award is just elite. I've seen some people saying Claude should get some Jack Adams talk. That's a yikes. Yikes. Oh, that's a... I mean, I know the Canadiens were not expected to do much, and now they're in a playoff spot, but that's not because of Claude Julien. And if anything, the Montreal Canadiens have kind of been held back because of Claude Julien. I think the Canadiens could maybe be in a better spot right now if they didn't have Claude Julien. But he's done some good things for the team, but again, I never seem to like his lines. Like, there's always a few problems that I have, even with some of my ideal lines for the Canadiens so far this season. It always seems like Claude Julien always has a couple of lines that are, a couple of player pairings that are just yikes, and that always seems to happen. I haven't paid too much attention to the lines, but every time I do, I end up not liking them. I don't know why NBCSN is showing like 20 Chicago games this season. Well, it's because Chicago gets the views that they want. Obviously, Chicago. That's why they're in a Winter Classic. That's why they're in a Winter Classic every year, is because they get the viewership, because they have all those fans in Chicago. I think once they lose for quite a few seasons, which they're starting to do, we'll see that drop down a little bit. But the Chicago presence will, I think, always be there in NBCSN. To be honest. I think people say that to cover their asses for saying the Habs are going to be a bottom 5 team this year. Yeah, for me, like, it's always, like, Jack Adams is always like the most overachieving team so far this season. Like, I didn't think the Habs were going to be good at all. I didn't see them making the playoffs, but I didn't see them being a bottom feeder. I think I had them at I think I had him at 80 points, I think, something like that. I think I had him at 80 points, which was pretty solid compared to what some people were saying they were going to be. So, I don't know. I'm still holding that prediction. I mean, the Canadiens are on track to beat that, but I'm still not convinced that they'll make the playoffs, if that's correct, or if that makes any sense. Let's see. People who overlook the Habs' depth talents. I mean, a lot of the guys like Lehkonen and Kotkaniemi have surprised a lot of people, surprised me. And some of that defense, like Jordy Ben, has been a little bit better. Petrie has been solid. It's definitely not the goaltending. The goaltending has not been the reason why they're winning, but their offense has been pretty solid, I would say. Or pretty solid. It's been very good besides that power play. Like, that 5-on-5 is lethal, but on the power play, they're doing nothing. How come Ty Felber in OHL not projected for low first round or second round? Is it because he needs more teeth and is ugly, or is it because he needs more teeth and is ugly? I mean, I haven't seen. Is he eligible for this draft? I thought he was like 18 or something. I'm pretty sure he was like. Because that's interesting. I know he's done pretty well. Yeah, he's 20 years old. I mean, the reason why he's leading the LHL so far is because he's 20 years old. I mean, I don't even think he'd be eligible for the draft at that point. We'll see if he gets signed, but he's 20 years old. He was a 1998 birthday, so this would be the last year in the OHL, so it's mostly because of his age is why he's playing that well. Uh-oh. Okay, my computer died for a second. I think we're good. This should be a middle-of-the-pack team. Last year, they underperformed a bit. This year, it's so-so. I mean, usually 80 points is around that middle of the pack, I would say. Maybe a little bit lower, but... Grav, if you're a Pokemon nerd, then you would do your own or play Pokemon X or Y. And what is your... Or, Grav, if you're a Pokemon nerd, then do you own or play Pokemon X or Y? And what is your favorite Pokemon? Mine used to be Greninja, but now it's Zangoose, a normal type. Yeah, I have a Pokemon X and Y. I got it back, what, now 6 years ago? That's crazy. But yeah, my favorite Pokemon is Magnezone. My favorite Pokemon is Magnezone, hands down. Oh, we got a cashback match, people commercial. There we go. It's cashback match, people. For all the people that don't know that reference, during the playoff streams, we had the cashback match discovered commercial. Absolute classic. It's cashback match, people. Also going to call it right now, Ottawa is going to get Hughes. Except... the Avalanche kind of have their pick, so it's not gonna go well for Ottawa there. Maybe they get Lafreniere, but they ain't getting Hughes unless they trade Duchesne for their own pick back or something crazy. 5-1 Devils of Antonin, 3-2 Avalanche Soderberg. Yikes, Avalanche looking back in it. LA is going to get Hughes. I mean, I think LA would be a decent fit for Hughes. I mean, even though they have Anze Kopitar, I feel like the future would be Jack Hughes in that franchise if we were to go there. Yeah, poor Chicago. I'm pretty sure they're getting beat up by New Jersey right now. That's a yikes. That is definitely yikes. But looks like the second period will be starting up in a few minutes here. Uh-oh. Let me see. Is everything okay? Because the stream health is not looking good. Okay, I think it's fine. Let me know if there's any technical difficulties, as always. But, of course, if you guys are new, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. You guys are the real eels. Again, if you haven't, share this video or share the channel with your friends. It always helps. But, of course, you guys have just been amazing in the last few months. In the last, couple of months. It's just been insane how much support there has been to the channel. Uh-oh, I spilled... Uh-oh, okay. I thought I spilled my water for a second. That's why you get caps, boys and girls. That's why you have caps. You know, this thing is valuable. That's why you have caps. Don't spill your water at home, kids. Do not do it. I guess I'm a kid, technically. Yeah, that's kind of depressing. 3-2 Abs, punish them Leafs, my boys, yes. Yes, the Avalanche must lose. Let's go Leafs. Let's go Leafs, boys. I'm hoping that Jack Hughes doesn't go to LA. I mean, as a San Jose fan, I can see that for sure, Von Hook. Though I feel like I would honestly, as a Dallas Stars fan, take Jack Hughes going to LA because that would mean he doesn't go to St. Louis or doesn't go to Chicago. So that would be pretty fine by me. He's in the Western Conference, which would suck, but it's better than having him in the Central Division. Is this a live stream with video or of the game, or is he just talking, through a break? I don't want to turn up the volume and spoil the game. Alexandra, I'm just streaming my reaction to this game. When it comes to a winner, you can find the actual game itself. You might find it on Reddit, but on YouTube, you're probably not going to find a better stream than this. It's usually hard to find the game itself, I would say, online. If you don't want viruses. If you don't want viruses. Since you said that you have concerns about Broberg and Newhook, watch them become NHL stars. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Broberg is going to be an absolute star and going to be like the next Erik Karlsson or something, because I said that he won. Or it said that he wouldn't. True, Avs winning does make everybody overrate them, but Avs have been losing a lot lately anyway. Yes. Yes, the Avalanche must lose because they're bad. Confirmed. Jack Hughes, a revival of LA. Yeah, that'd be a pretty good story to see Jack Hughes go there. Hey, how's it going? Ryans, how's it going, my man? Good to see you in here. Thanks for stopping by. I'm doing pretty well. I'm cheering for the Bruins in this game. Currently, we're about to get into the second period. We're in the first intermission right now, tied 1-1, but it's been a solid game so far. My night's going pretty well, I would say. It's going well because you beauties are showing up to the stream. Let me see. Lightning need to be on NBCSN every week because they are the best damn team in the in the league. I mean, I would like that personally. I would really like that. Lightning being my second favorite team, I would love to see that. Melnick's deadline for LeBron Flats extended to February 29th. Ooh, okay. Again, I don't know too much about that whole deal, but that's a scary one. I know he was getting sued for like $1 billion or something crazy. It was so stupid, and that whole situation just gets worse and worse, it feels like. 6-1 Devils. Oh, yikes. Yikes, that's a rough, yeah, poor Chicago, man. Poor Chicago. But it looks like the second period is about to start. Again, this game is tied 1-1. Montreal versus Boston Bruins. Again, the first period was honestly pretty fun. So we'll see what happens here. Getting a cashback match commercial is real smooth. I agree with her. But the puck drop is among us. Second period again. Montreal and Boston tied 1-1. This one should be a pretty solid period, I would say. I miss the good old Grav streams. Ah, yes, the playoff streams. I agree. Playoff streams were legit. But hey, this season we'll get a whole new batch of playoff streams. How about that? Rays sign Avisail Garcia. I remember him. Again, I'm not the biggest MLB fan, but I do know him. Flyers might get Denisenko, I would say. Whoever gets Denisenko, I mean, I don't know if Flyers want to give him up. 62 Kane. Ooh, Blackhawks maybe coming back. Probably not though. You had any tentacle difficulties? Yeah, tentacle difficulties. Right now it says that the health is on bad, but I don't know about that. Yeah, right now it says that the stream health is on red, which is not good, but again, let me know if there's any problems here, because it still says that the stream health is bad, but we'll see. I'm okay with the Hawks sucking. Maybe we can get Capo and Boquist to feed him the puck. If you get Jack Hughes, man, that wouldn't be bad. Oh, great opportunity by Armia. He tries to go behind the net. Now, big scramble in front, and they get it out. Weber behind the nets. Big scramble by, I'm pretty sure that was Armia in front, and Lehkonen. They try to get something going, but the Bruins ended up getting it out of the zone. Jeremy Collin has been a bad coach for the Hawks. Yeah, he has not been good so far. I mean, I would like to give him a little bit of time, but yeah, he's not been the greatest. Oh, great chance for Domi, and he shot just wide. I think that might have gone off the defenseman's puck, but that was a huge chance for Max Domi. Don't say hit that sub button, hit that like button. I guess I won't, Eric. I guess it won't. Or I guess I won't. Which reminds me, if you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much, guys, for coming by. You guys are the real deals. I'm sorry, Eric. I'm sorry. But yeah, that puck was right behind. Chara ended up having it on his skate, and a whole scramble in front, and then Chara just shoved Lehkonen into the board, or into the ice, basically. Grav, if you have Pokemon X and Y, then what was your best team, or what was your best team of Pokemon? It's you. I challenge you to a Pokemon battle in X and Y. I haven't played X and Y in like 4 years, man. So I don't even know if my 3DS is still working. I probably need to get a new one. I probably should. Oh, big opportunity in front for Tatar. He tried to get off of Rask's pad, but Rask made a couple of great saves there. How old are you? I am 15 years old. I turned 16 in February. But yeah, I'm a young man. I'm a young man doing young things. But yeah, I am a teenager. Patrick Kane is a god this year, even in losing. Yeah, Patrick Kane has been solid so far this season. I've really liked him, even though I'm not the biggest fan of him. I think the Blackhawks hire Dan Bilesma next season. I mean, that would be interesting, Rob. I'm not sure if that would really help them. I don't think they need a guy like Dan Bilesma, but I feel like Colleton was a decent risk to take, but I don't think he's worked out so far. But again, giving the guy time is going to be key for him. I just think the guy kind of just needs time to settle in because he's coached for like, what, 2 months now? I don't know. I don't think that's enough time, personally. Hughes will be a waste in LA for most of his prime. Yeah, I feel like the LA Kings will be rebuilding for at least the next 3 years. I would say that. Takes a 3 Seabrook. Ooh. Blackhawks coming back, perhaps? That would be the ultimate choke by the Devils right there. Looks like the Ducks are getting ready to become sellers of the deadline. Yeah, the Ducks could be really interesting, Rob, for sure. I feel like they have quite a few good players that have expiring deals and could be on the trade block, and I feel like that would be interesting to see the Ducks go full rebuild mode. Everyone like Colorado Avs, they don't have enemies unlike Flyers or Rangers. I think the Avs are tanking so they can try to get both Hughes and Katko. That would be epic if they ended up doing that. That would honestly be crazy. Guess who's back? Braden. Oh, crazy, a big opportunity. What a save by Carey Price, making the glove save. Big opportunity by, I think that was Donato right in front. A big scramble. Now Boston still has it in their zone. Now back to Kevin Miller. He tries to get something going. But a big opportunity for Krejci. Big save by Carey Price. 17:15 to go in this second period. Still tied 1-1 between the Montreal Canadiens and the Boston Bruins. But the Bruins coming off strong so far this period. And another good save by Carey Price. And he actually holds it this time. But a big shift for Boston. Big shift. Card Pack 24/7. How's it going, my man? Great to see you in here. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, big glove save by Carey Price. Yikes, Gardner got the puck ripped from him on the 3-2 goal. Sounds like Jake Gardner. Honestly. Sounds like Jake Gardner. Jack Hughes going to Philly. I'm calling it. I mean, Philly already has Couturier and Konechny. I don't know if that would be the greatest fit. I mean, Philadelphia already has way too many forwards. New Jersey has an exciting future. I agree with that, man. They have some solid players, and even though this might be a down year for them, I still think they'll be decent. Oh, great opportunity by Backus. He tried to get a puck out of the air, but I think that might have been McAvoy at the point, getting a shot home. But a weird, wacky opportunity for Backus there. Catching a little hockey before I go to Kroger. Not a bad idea, Rob. Not a bad idea. What a pass by Carey Price. Carey Price, the passer, the elite passer. Melnick lives in an offshore tax haven. That's all you need to know. I mean, Melnick has money. Melnick has money to boot. I don't need any more superstars in the Pacific. I mean, you already got Connor McDavid, Von Hook, so I can see that, man. I can see that. But I don't need any more superstars in the Central, man. We already got Nathan McKinnon. That is already too much, to be honest. 4-3 Flyers, Simmons. Ooh. Flyers getting back in that game. Oh, big opportunity by the Bruins. Big deflection by Bergeron. I think that might have been just wide. But the Bruins have been amazing so far in the last couple of minutes. They've been really impressive. They've really answered so far in the second. Shot of the point, one-timer, and Carey Price makes the save again. Let me see. Wait, can you actually believe, fellows, the St. Louis is beating Capitals 3-1? So nuts. St. Louis has been better so far in the last couple of games. I mean, beating Dallas, even though Dallas usually likes to lose against that. I mean, that is still a pretty impressive feat for St. Louis. And if they can win versus Washington, who knows, man. The Western Conference race is pretty bad, so maybe if the St. Louis Blues pick it up, they could be in the race to make the playoffs. That would be pretty insane, to be honest. What's going on, everyone? Currently, well, we're talking about the score. Currently, it is 1-1 still. We're in the second period, 16-17 to go. But, Alex, how's it going, my man? Great to see you in here. I think Randy Carlyle will be the next coach to be fired. Honestly, Rob, I am hoping for that. Carlyle has just been... The Ducks have been so underwhelming, and Carlyle, I think, has been a reason why that is. And again, they're an 11-game losing streak. That's just bad. You can't go that long without making changes. And that short trade, it is change, but it's not going to do too much. Oh, big opportunity. 2-on-1. Back in front, Drew with a shot, and Tuukka Rask making the save. Denault was right there. I'm not sure why Drew didn't pass it, but he went for the shot and wasn't able to get it past Rask. But now the Canadiens have the possession. They're trying to find something. Drouin trying to get something going. Now Marchand gets it out. 3-on-2 now for the Bruins. Now trying to get it out. I think the Bruins get it, but Canadiens get it back. Flyers need 15 wins in a row to even have a chance of playoff contention. East is crazy tough. Yeah, the Eastern Conference, honestly, is pretty solid when it comes to that wild card race. Much better than the Western Conference is, I would say. Patrick wasn't a bust? Perhaps? Kowalski analysis. Great play by Price. I agree. It was a great glove save, Tanner. But yeah, honestly, like the Flyers will probably need like a 10-game winning streak if they want to get in the playoffs. They've been rough so far this season. Check my Discord message. Okay, I guess I will. Nolan Patrick, you filthy boy. Okay, let's see this gif. Let's see this. So it was a shot at the point for the Flyers. Oh, he got the stick behind the legs. That's not bad. Not a bad play. Wasn't like filthy, but that was a pretty solid play by Patrick for sure. By the way, I am catching up in the chat. I'm just saying. I just want to mention it because I am catching up in the chat. By the way, right now the stream is good. We have the green check mark, so I'm pretty sure that we're fine. I'm hoping because I'm hoping that the stream continues to perform well, or at least still be consistent, because we've had some technical difficulties in the past. I just want this stream to be smooth as possible. Oh, big opportunity by the Bruins! I think that went just wide. I thought Carey Price might have gotten that save, but it looks like it went just wide. Now the Bruins have it back. Everyone shush and let them catch up. No, man. If I catch up to everybody, then what am I gonna read? What am I going to read? Now okay, let's see. I just subscribed. Yeah, Von Hook. Wish someone could get Carey Price out of Montreal. He deserves a real shot at a playoff run. I mean, I don't think many teams are going to take that contract. Just saying. What do you want to be when you grow up? For me, Cole, honestly, my favorite team is the Dallas Stars. If I could work for the Dallas Stars in some way, that would honestly be pretty fun. But I honestly just want to work in hockey, whether it be video or maybe commentating. That would be the dream life right there. Because with me, I can't skate for anything, so I don't think pursuing a career playing in the NHL is going to go too far. So might have to do some alternate route there, Cole. Kamala, how's it going, my man? Good to see you in here. Again, if you guys haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. Again, I am catching up in the chat. 4th goal from Patrick. Not bad. Lots of goals today. Crazy. Yesterday was nearly 7 per game. Average, too. I mean, goals have been going up in the NHL, man. It's been a very steady uphill battle. But this year, there's been a lot of goals. And that's great to see. You skipped ahead, you cheater. No, you, Bray. No, you, Brayden. No, you. I don't think I skipped that many messages. I went back, I think. Yeah. Will the Flyers go on a fire sale? I don't think they should, but it wouldn't really surprise me, especially with how a lot of these guys have played so far this season for the Flyers. It always comes down to goaltending with them, but the defense hasn't been all that great. Provorov hasn't had the greatest season. For the forward group, it's been somewhat disappointing. Guys like Konechny and Drew, they're still performing, but a lot of the other guys like Simmons, a lot of the other guys have just been underwhelming. So for the Flyers, it's just, I don't know if they should, but I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they end up going on one. But I don't think they have a decent core. I mean, they made the playoffs last year, but it's just not gone well for them whatsoever. Let's see. No, Brayden, chat doesn't work that way. It can if we make it. No, Chat must be active. How did you get into hockey, and did you play growing up? Well, Blake, I got into hockey. So my grandfather is from Calgary. He's a Flames fan. One time he was visiting from Calgary down here in Texas, and he wanted to turn on the Dallas Stars versus Calgary Flames game. This was back in I was watching hockey casually. Like I wasn't a hockey fan. I think the first game I watched was like the Cup Finals in 2014 or something. But I wasn't watching hockey regularly at all. It was more like, oh hey, it's on TV, I'll watch it. But my grandpa came over and wanted to watch the Calgary Dallas game, and I was like, okay, I guess we will. And then I watched it, and then of course that's the season, the 2015-2016 season where the Dallas Stars were just crazy good. And I think that season was one of the reasons why I became a hockey fan, because they had the reputation of being one of the most fun teams to watch of all time. Like I had so much fun watching that team, and it was just such a blast to watch. When they're scoring goals, they were scoring like crazy. They allowed a lot of goals, but it was still a fun team to watch. And honestly, that was one of the best seasons I could have started with as a hockey fan. Even though the Dallas Stars were not able to get it done in the second round, we won't mention that. It was still a fun season to witness, and that was the season that really made me a hockey fan, I would say. Let me see. I think Brian Elliott will likely be gone. Yeah, he's just not been working out for Philly, especially in the last couple of years. I mean, when they signed him, it didn't seem like the greatest idea, and then he just pooped the bed. He wasn't the greatest with Calgary. I think he was with Calgary. He's had a weird career, but yeah, it's not been going well with him in Philadelphia, like a lot of us expected. But 27 beauties in the stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. On the way to 1.8K. Let's get it, boys. Oh, big opportunity for McAvoy. Shot just wide. But the Bruins now controlling the possession a little bit. 11:37 to go in this second period. Still 1-1. Uh-oh. Lekanen with a good opportunity. All right to Domi. He tried to get a shot off, but I don't think he could. Now back to the Bruins. Pasternak trying to get that. All this Wayne Simmons training talk got him rocket up his behind, it seems. Maybe. Has he had a good game versus Minnesota? Because Simmons, for one thing, needs to start playing better. That is for sure. It can be active when you catch up. I mean, I did catch up for like a second, but then the chat got going again, if you know what I mean, Bray. 5-3 Flyers Simmons. Just you said as he was underwhelming. You know, I am the jinx. I am the grab jinx. So I'm not surprised there. I'm honestly not surprised there, Minka. Not surprised whatsoever. I have 37 subscribers. I cannot believe it. There you go, Von Hook. There you go. I am proud. I am proud of you. Game 7, 2016. Minka, don't you dare mention it. Don't you even dare mention a word about that game, because we will not speak of it. We will not speak of it. Kari Lehtinen never played that game. Never played that game. The Dallas Stars never played that game. They're still set to play it. That will never happen. I have erased it from my mind. There is no Game 7 in 2016 between the Dallas Stars and the St. Louis Blues. It has never happened and never will happen. I'm still pissed when the Stanley Cup Finals in 2016. Yeah, Von Hook, I can see that. Definitely. I was cheering for the Sharks in that one, man. I was cheering hard for them, but it's just how it is. Alright, Price has it. 10 minutes to go. I'm chewing on ice now. But yeah, 10 minutes to go in this game. Still tied 1-1. Some big opportunities by both teams. Uh-oh, it looks like Denault gets it back. Tried to slip it by to Byron, but he wasn't able to get it. Now back to Denault. He goes to Tatar, but ends up going back to Chara. That's not a great play. Where's Franz? I don't know where he is. I know he was in the Discord earlier, but I haven't seen him in the stream so far. Though, what time is it in Denmark? Because I know it's pretty late there. Yeah, it's currently 3 a.m. in Denmark, Minka, so I can kind of excuse him for not being here. I can kind of excuse him for not being here, honestly. If you're watching the stream at 3 o'clock, you're crazy, but I like the dedication. San Jose will be back to the finals, just needs to get over Flames and Predators. I mean, if the San Jose Sharks can do that, the Flames are a pretty tough opponent so far this season. We've seen that already. But yeah, San Jose, they've been decent so far this season. They haven't been President's Trophy team like I predicted them to be, but we'll see. They're a decent team though. They have the potential to go far. I think. I hate the Penguins. Yeah, I excuse for that. I mean, that 2016 Cup final. Like, if my team, if the Dallas Stars faced, I don't know, like, if they faced the Buffalo Sabres again in the Stanley Cup final this year, I would hate the Sabres because, especially if they won. Even though Monty is a Buffalo Sabres fan, I would still kind of hate Buffalo at that point because they took it away. But no, we ended up winning in 1999, even to Monty's dismay. Did you watch Game 7? Yes, I did, but I do not want to speak of it. So for that Game 7, I did watch it, but not completely. So I was away from my house. I think I was at a friend's house or something. I come back home, and I was hoping, please, can the Dallas Stars please be winning this when I get home? I get home, and the game is like 5-0 in the second period or something. It wasn't good. It wasn't good whatsoever, and that game was just rough. I didn't even get to see my own team collapse, which was sad. 66 subscribers. Not bad, Alex. Not bad. On the road to 100. On the road to 100. That's nice. I want to chirp friends. Oof. I mean, you might as well. Maybe DM them on Discord or something. People hate the Pens because Crosby's the GOAT and the Pens are so good. I mean, the Penguins, of course, winning those championships. I mean, people... I don't like them. I don't, hate the Penguins. I don't like them, though. And that's mostly because of their championships. I mean... Penguins are probably gonna, or I think that at one point they were in a top 15 in my top 15 teams, but because they won those 2 championships, I kind of started to dislike them a little bit more. Because I was cheering for both the San Jose Sharks and the Nashville Predators at the time. Oh, DeBrusk coming in, big opportunity back to Heinen, great save by Carey Price with the back or with the pad. DeBrusk tried to pass it to Heinen, I do believe, but a solid play by him, by Price. Big opportunity though by DeBrusk. That was. And of course, he had that blazing speed coming out. Blazing speed. SK is going to win the Gargarian Cup grab. No, Jokerit is going to win. Because Jokerit is elite. But to all the new people here, if you haven't already, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. You guys are elite. And that's just what I'm going to say right now. I hate the Penguins. I don't, again, they're probably in my 20 to 25 range. I don't hate them. I just don't really like them, if I'm going to say that. Denault with a good opportunity, comes into the zone, tries to pass it to Gallagher. He tries to get something going. 9 minutes left in this second period, still tied 1-1. We're going to get down to the wire a little bit here. This game could potentially go to overtime in the next period. We'll see. But Montreal trying to get the possession. Now Boston gets it out. Sergei Zubov was a beast. They miss an offensive defenseman like that. Yeah, the Stars do miss a guy like Sergei Zubov. And we haven't had a guy, I mean, maybe like a John Klingberg, but I don't know. Sergei Zubov was also amazing defensively, so I don't think Klingberg is that quite yet. I think Justin Braun is becoming expendable. I mean, with the San Jose Sharks defense core, they are very, very good with that top 4, and they don't need great players in that top 6. And Braun isn't a great player, but he's a solid one. But he's a guy that the San Jose Sharks could probably look to get rid of because they probably don't need him, if they're being honest. Oh, good opportunity by, I'm pretty sure that was Krug. He tried to get the shot across, but now Boston controlling the play. 8 minutes to go. Bergeron was shot. Looks like it was blocked by Kotkaniemi. Or no, by Domi, never mind. Now a blast, the points went just wide. Now Marchand trying to collect it. He gets it off a couple players. Bergeron has it, shoots. Good save by Carey Price there. Good save. But yeah, 8 minutes left in this second period. Still tied 1-1. It's getting down to the wire this second period. I hate the Kings and Penguins fans. I mean, Penguins fans are pretty rough. Benny, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna watch this.
What are you doing, Benny? Go, Benny. Get out of here. Watch an iPad or something.
It's broken.
Okay, you can go give it to Mom when she gets back, okay? Benny trying to show me his broken iPad. My brother. My widowed brother. Oh, big opportunity by Byron. Good shot, but Tuukka Rask ends up making the save. He had to dive for that. But yeah, Benny almost came on the stream. He wasn't wearing any pants, so that would have been... He wasn't wearing any pants, which would have been weird to see, but... yeah, he ended up having a broken iPad, or... I don't think it's even a broken iPad. I think he just doesn't even know how to use it. Isn't Kokkonen on Jokerit? No. I'm forgetting the team. I don't think he's on Jokerit. I think it's some other team. I don't think it is. Detroit fans are obnoxious. I've come across some some pretty bad Detroit fans, but I've come across some pretty good ones of that. So again, like with almost every single fan base, I've come across good fans and I've come across bad fans. So it is kind of just 50-50 for me most of the time. I really hate CSKA Moscow. I mean, the KHL, it's pretty much SKA and CSKA at that point. The top two teams. Oh, do we get a penalty? Do we get a penalty? Wait a second. So Heinen was looking skyward. Is there a penalty? Oh, okay, never mind. I thought there was a penalty for a second because there was a ton of boos for that Boston crowd, but I don't think there will be. Heiskanen. Heiskanen is Bay, Braden. Absolute Bay. 100% Bay. But yeah, 6:52 to go in this second period. It's been a pretty entertaining game to this point, honestly. Like, I haven't had much complaints. I really haven't had much complaints. It's been a pretty solid game. And, like, this game, it's been close, like, as I expected, though. I expected this game to be pretty close, 1-1. I wanted a little bit more goals. I'm going to be honest there. I wanted a little bit more goals, but, hey, it's still been a pretty close one. Let me see. Bad Detroit fans like Letty. Agreed. Letty left the Discord, which was so sad. I still don't know what happened. I DM'd him, and I was like, hey, what's going on? He hasn't responded to me. So sad. So sad. You caught up just a little bit, Braden. Just a little bit. A little bit. I'm catching up just a little bit. I'm getting there. Don't worry. But yeah, for the most part, I have caught up with the chat, which you guys better make sure that I'm not caught up. You guys were great earlier in the stream, and now I'm caught up. You guys are slacking. No, I'm just kidding. You guys are slacking. I'm caught up. But the shots so far, Boston is leading 23-12. So second period shots, Boston leads 12-6. I'm pretty sure Boston had a power play in this period, but Boston has definitely had the advantage so far in this game, or in this game, I would say overall. They've been very, very good so far in the second period, but Montreal has definitely gotten their chances as well. Remember when Heiskanen gave me a puck last week? Yes, elite, because Heiskanen is elite. Oh, great opportunity for Byron Wright, for Gallagher, never mind. A shot by Drouin, and a great save by Tuukka Rask. A couple of Bruins absolutely robbed. And a couple of cross-checks right in front of the net. Oh, boy. Yeah, great play by Gallagher. Tuukka Rask just made that save. Ooh, that was rough. That was rough right in front of the net. Good thing that was no penalty. Would have been a pretty weak call. Yeah, a little bit. Though I didn't even know what that was for a second. Grav gets what Grav wants. Be active and spam. Nah, I'm kidding. Who's your favorite player? Blake, my favorite player in the NHL is not the Dallas Stars. Oh my gosh. I'm tired. The favorite player on the Dallas Stars would be Jimmy Benn, but overall it would either be Jimmy Benn, Tyler Seguin, Braden Point, or Seth Jones. Those would probably be my top 5. You'd probably maybe have Raquel in the top 5 for me. Gallagher dumped someone. Gallagher was just going crazy. I want to see, or I can't wait to see Poling in the NHL. Yeah, good American stud, my boy. My boy Poling. So, I like to see him. I don't know, though I did hear concerns about whether he would actually sign with Montreal. I'm not sure what's happening there, but I think he's a decent fit for that team. I'm hoping that he does well. Time for a power play. Ooh, do we get a power play? I don't think we do. I didn't see one. 3-3 Marner. Ooh, yes. Yes, let's go. Let's go Leafs, boys. Is it, so it would be tied with the Avalanche, I'm pretty sure is who they're playing. Here, let me see what the scores are right now. Devils still have the 6-3 lead over the Blackhawks. Yeah. Flyers having that 5-3 lead over the Wild. Rough. Blues still having the 3-1 lead over the Capitals. Avalanche and Maple Leafs are tied. Then later, I think that the Sabres and Oilers game is about to start. That one should be interesting. No, my boy Poling, a bust. A bust? No, Braden. Poling is an elite god. Obviously. Obviously. Poling is elite. Come on, man. Come on, get with the system. Get with the program. Who the crap is Phil Kemp? I don't know, honestly. I mean, he was okay when I called him out in those games after, but he wasn't that great in the gold medal game. I'm just going to say that right now. I mean, he's more of a defensive defenseman, obviously, but I still don't like him. I still don't like Phil Kemp. I know who he is now, but I still don't like him. Oh, okay, Braden. Sure. If Minka just deleted her message, then we would get Braden exposed for a Poling hater. Exposed. Should there be a jail hockey league for players like Tom Wilson, Slava Boynov, and Brad Marchand? That would be interesting, but I'm not sure if they could collect that many players to get that done. I mean, you'd have to have like the dirtiest players in hockey in there. That would be interesting. But guys like Brad Marchand and Tom Wilson are in the NHL because they are NHL players and they're that good. But I don't know if they play in a jail league. That would be interesting though, honestly. Coleman with a goal and an assist tonight. Not bad. Not bad. Let's go. Let's go, Blake Coleman. My Texas-born boy. But 5 minutes to go in this second period. Montreal and Boston tied 1-1. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. You guys are elite. If he graduates university, he could sign with any team he wants after like August 15th or something. Ooh. That's interesting though. That's interesting. Maybe I don't know if it's the exact same, but maybe there's like a Jimmy VC type war where there's multiple teams involved in trying to get him. I mean, that could be pretty huge, especially with Poling playing as well as he had in the World Juniors and being pretty solid this season. That could be a pretty strong bid war for a lot of teams if it goes to that point. But yeah, Montreal probably would want to get that done sooner or later. I mean, August 15th, that's not a whole long ways away. Oh, big opportunity for the Bruins back in front. A great save by Carey Price. But it looks like the Bruins lost it, but gets it back. Bergeron going back to Pasternak. Pasternak corrals it, goes around the boards. Now Montreal gets it back to Tar, trying to flip it out. Now Denault fighting for it. Trying to get it back to Domi. But Bruins do get it back. Now Krug trying to pass it back for Marchand. He gets it. No, Pasternak. What? Penalty. Wait a second. Was that offside or was that a penalty? Kemp is an Oilers prospect. Is he really? Because that would make sense. If he was really an Oilers prospect, that would make a lot of sense. What was the penalty there for? Was there an actually penalty? Because I saw the ref holding up his hand. Sad. I agree. Maybe if Poling comes to Dallas, maybe it wouldn't be so bad. August 15th, 2020 is, I think, the deadline for him. Oh, okay, so like in a year. Alright, that makes a little more sense. I thought it was August 15th, 2019. So, yeah, that's still quite a far ways away, but Montreal probably want to get that done sooner than later. Don't want to postpone that. Don't want to do that. Will Dallas trade Sagan for Dustin Brown, or maybe someone like Dadonov? Sagan for Dustin Brown. Oh, boy, let's not do that. Looks like Victor Mete, though, going to the penalty box. But 3:44 to go in this second period. Montreal going on the power play. Or Boston going on the power play. That's a hook? Wait, though. I mean, I guess, but, like, that's kind of leisurely. Okay, I guess so. But looks like the Boston Bruins getting, I think, their third power play of the game so far. Yeah, looks like I think it might be their third of the power play of the game. But 3:43 to go in this second period. Again, still tied 1-1. Boston could get the I guess not the motivation, but momentum going in their favor now. 7-3 Devils. Cini. I think it's Cini, but yikes, that's rough for Chicago, man. Chicago. Poling's a junior, so yeah, it will be 2020. Okay, that makes sense. I thought it was going to be 2019, and that could have been a big story, but 2020, it's still far out, so we'll see if Montreal actually gets that done. Hopefully they do, because Montreal kind of needs a guy like Ryan Poehling. Goes pro this summer, 1 year in AHL, then Montreal in 2021. Okay, that would make sense. I would feel like he would need maybe 1 year in the AHL. Who knows? Maybe if he goes all the way in college, maybe he just goes straight to the NHL if he's good enough. But I feel like 1 year in the AHL would be kind of the sweet spot for him then. But then again, he would be pretty old at that point, right? Wouldn't he be like 22 or something? Please don't lose him. I mean, if you lose him to Dallas, then it's a great thing. Oh, big opportunity right in front. Great goal! What a goal! What a goal by Paul Byron! Makes it 2-1. Some great speed coming off the rush. Comes in on the backhand and roosts it on Tuukka Rask. What a goal! A shorthanded goal by Paul Byron. But it was a lucky bounce. Bergeron kind of lost it there. But Paul Byron taking full advantage of that play and an absolute roof on the backhand to make it 2-1. That was pretty. That was pretty. What a goal. And what a celly by Paul Byron. That's an amazing shot, bro. I mean, Tuukka Rask maybe could have stopped that, but that was an amazing backhand. on the shorthanded too. Big momentum breaker for the Boston Bruins, who had that power play, of course. But a minute left in their power play. 2:41 to go in this second period. Montreal taking the 2-1 lead. Rip for Boston. I saw that in 2013, Sagan was almost traded to Buffalo. Can you imagine Sagan to Buffalo? That would be interesting. That would be definitely interesting. Who wants to be stuck in St. Cloud anyway? That town sucks. We'll see. 32 seconds left in this Boston power play. Montreal trying to kill this off as much as possible. Bruins kind of choking on this power play with the shorthanded goal. They haven't been all that great on the power play so far. When is your Buffalo Sheary? Sheary getting it done. I mean, that's the kind of Sheary is kind of that guy that the Oilers kind of need right there. It's been Sheary would be a perfect winger for the Oilers, to be honest. Honestly, and of course he scores against them. That's funny. Paul Byron. It was a perfect shot. Perfect shot though by Paul Byron. No, Poehling shall not go to Dallas, Grav. I mean, who knows? Maybe he wants to go to Dallas. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't want to go to Montreal. Who knows? Great breakaway. Yeah, he created that all himself. Great play by him. It was a little bit of a lucky bounce to start that out, but he was able to bring out the speed and get it going on that play. Paul motherfrickin' Byron. Big goal by him, though. His 10th of the season so far. Phil Kemp was drafted in 2017 by the Oilers, 7th round, 208th overall. He makes sense to be an Oilers draftee. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of him. I don't think he's the greatest defenseman, but we'll see. He makes sense, though, to be an Oilers prospect because I don't like him. Bowen who? Bowen Byram. Habs should get Bowen Byram so they could have a Byron and a Byram. That just seems like a commentator's nightmare, man. Like, oh, Minka, that would be... That just seems like a headache. Byron and Byram. Like, you really have to emphasize the last couple of letters. And that would not be fun for me. That would not be fun for me. It would not be fun for the commentators. I'm going to tell you right now. No, Byram would not be... Well, he would be a pretty solid fit, though, in Montreal, I would say. They kind of need a guy like that on the defense. Especially if they look to trade Petrie. If you score a shorthanded goal, it should end the opposing team's power play. That's not a bad idea, Tanner. I wouldn't be against that. Oh, a little bit of scrumming. Domi's trying to go with DeBrusk. A big fight or a big scrum right in front of the boards by the benches. And DeBrusk and Domi just tried to nail each other. And a big scrum in front. Both players are down the ice. The refs trying to get them out of each other. But... now the tempers are flaring. Now they're going against each other. Big scrum though by Domi and big scrum by Domi and DeBrusk. Domi just slightly pushing DeBrusk. Then Chara went out after Domi, and then Domi tried to punch Chara, and then DeBrusk just went ham on Domi for that last part. That's funny. That's amazing. 1-1 cash in, 7-4 Cahoon. The Blackhawks come back in that game. That would be just insane. Price seems to always play well against the Bruins. He's had a pretty solid game so far this game. That Marchand goal, I don't think he could have stopped that. But the rest of it, he's been pretty solid, I would say. So I would agree with that. He loves Montreal. Bowen, I mean, isn't he BC boy though? Montreal could add Suzuki and Poling next year. So much for lack of center depth. I mean, they're stacking up those centers. I mean, they've done that in the drafts the last couple of years. They've been doing that. So while they had a lack of center depth, I think they still have a lack of center depth. I still think that it'll be solved probably next year, I would say. By the way, every time they pan that Montreal bench, Kotkaniemi is always smiling, like always. It's refreshing, you know. Domi went off on someone. Yeah, Domi was going hard on DeBrusque, man. They kind of, I think they hate each other just a little bit. Looks like there will be a 4-on-4 though. Yeah, looks like there will be a 4-on-4 on this face-off with a minute to go in the second period. There'll be a 4-on-4. Let me see. 2-2. What the heck, Rosie? Rosie, what are you doing? Rosie, what the heck? Rosie's just going crazy. Rosie is just going ham on a toy in the other room. I don't know if you guys heard that, but Rosie was going crazy. They should fire Jim Fox as the Kings I cannot speak anymore. As the Kings color commentary. I mean, I don't pay too much attention to the Kings commentators. I know Snoop Dogg did that one game, last game for the Kings, which was amazing. And honestly, for the Kings, they should probably do that full time. Just have Snoop Dogg commentating because it would be pretty entertaining, and it was pretty entertaining, honestly. Habs definitely need a high-end lefty prospect, or high-end lefty prospect like Byron projects to be. I mean, I think he'll be very, very good. I'm not sure if he'll be a franchise defenseman, but I think he'll be a pretty solid one, and that would be a great ad for the Habs if they were able to get that. Do you think Puljujarvi gets traded? You know, the Oilers shouldn't trade Puljujarvi, but they would be a team to trade Puljujarvi. Let's be honest. If there's any team to trade a guy like Puljujarvi, it's the Edmonton Oilers. It's going to be the Edmonton Oilers. So, while I don't think they will, they'll trade about anybody besides McDavid. And who knows, maybe even McDavid at that point. They've been desperate sometimes. 4-1 Blues, Schwartz. I do have Schwartz on my fantasy team, so that's pretty solid. But, yikes, Capitals. That's a oof. 4-3 Avs, Soderberg. No! Come on, Toronto. Come on. Let's go Leafs, boys. Let's go Leafs. Come on. I don't want the Avalanche to win. That would be like the worst case scenario, man. Let's not have that happen. Please. Please, that would suck. I'll be back, Rav. Got to shower real quick. See you later, Bray. Thanks so much for coming by. 4-1 Blues, Tarasenko, never mind. Oh, well, Tarasenko is on my fantasy team too, so I guess I'll take it either way. Denault and Kaka, good centers. Just a question where Domi plays long term. I think he's better as a wing. Honestly, I feel that same way. I feel like Domi is more of a natural winger, but he started off great as a center, but I feel like Denault will be a perfect 2C for them. And M6, how's it going, man? Good to see you in here. I'm cheering for Boston, even though I am wearing the Habs jersey. I am cheering for the Bruins in this one. But if you guys haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. You guys are the real deals, and I'm getting a little bit tired, but hey, we'll disguise that. I'm pissed the Flyers are winning. I want them to keep tanking. Dominic, yeah, if you're a Flyers fan, it's rough because they probably should be tanking for Hughes. They probably should be tanking for Hughes, but I mean that win versus the Wild. I mean, I don't think the Wild are going to be competing for that tank for Hughes ledger, so it's not that much of a problem. But the Flyers probably want to get those L's coming if they want to get Jack Hughes. 3-1 Oilers, Cashian. Ooh, Cashian getting it done. Poor Sabres, man. They've just been rough. The Sabres have just been bad, man. It sucks to see. Skillet is going to perform in the All-Star game. Really? Mega Lucario. Luke, how's it going? Great to see you in here. Remember when Duclair, Domi, and Strome was supposed to be the Arizona's top line? I remember. Except I barely remember. I mean, I remember when that was their top line by far. Good times, man. Good times. Except bad times for the Coyotes. Bad times for the Coyotes. 4-3, go Avs, not Leafs. I mean, I'm a Stars fan, so the Avalanche are kind of competing for that playoff spot, so I got to cheer for the Leafs there. Dominic, just subscribe. Thanks so much for subscribing. You get the John Tavares Kiss GIF. Thanks you so much for subscribing. The real deal. The real deal. And for everybody that hasn't, if you subscribe, if you have your notification, or if you have your subscriptions public, they'll have the John Tavares GIF come up if you subscribe. I think it's elite. I think it's honestly elite. MM6, just subscribe. Thanks so much for subscribing. You're the real deal. You got the John Tavares Kiss GIF. Absolute beauty. I know we hit 1,500 or 1,750 today, which was just insane. And I think I hit it like just before the stream started. And hey, we gained 10 subscribers in this stream so far. Absolute beauties. Absolute madmen. And probably a couple of those accounts are Elon, but a few of those accounts are probably Elon, but that's the mods matter at that point. Could the Sharks add Wayne Simmons? Honestly, I wouldn't see that as a bad ad for the Sharks. I mean, Simmons hasn't been the greatest so far this season, but he hasn't been terrible. Honestly, he's been kind of flawed this season with the Flyers. I mean, a lot of the Flyers haven't been performing, but I'm hoping that he can get it going if he ends up going to the Dallas Stars. But yeah, Sabres are bad because Eichel is still out. Without him, they are lost. Yeah, Skinner or Eichel is definitely a huge part of that Sabres team for sure. Sabres being bad is good. It's good for you, Luke, as a Montreal Canadiens fan. It definitely is good for you. Did you know that the NHL only allows rock and metal bands to perform at NHL events? That's interesting. Look at your toilet, or look at your jersey. It's shaped as a toilet. I guess it is. I guess it is. It does. Like, I don't really use that insult to a lot of Habs fans. I don't use that insult too much, though it does kind of look like a toilet seat. Though that insult has been used so many times that it's kind of stale, but it does kind of look like a toilet seat. But I did get this jersey for cheap. It does have PK Subban on the back, so I'm still happy with it, even if I'm not a Habs fan per se. Still Dallas Stars fan. But it does kind of look like a toilet seat. I will give it that, but I'm gonna give the Canadiens fans a little bit of slack because it's not fun to be a Habs fan. I already know that. It's not good. It's not fun. Oh, Grav, I almost forgot. I watched the Penn State Michigan game or Michigan hockey game on Friday night. Was tough to watch. Tough to watch college hockey. I mean, college hockey I think can be fun at some points. The Frozen Four is a lot of fun to watch, but I'm not too big into college hockey. I don't really cheer for it too much. Though if I had to choose, I'm cheering for one team, it would have to be the Minnesota Duluth Bulldogs. How is your favorite player? MM6, my favorite player is Jamie Benn. I'm a Dallas Stars fan. Jamie Benn is my guy. Braden Point, Tyler Seguin, Steph Jones, Ricard Raquel. That would probably be the rest of my top 5. But yeah, I would say Jamie Benn's my favorite player. I never heard a rap song at a hockey game. Only Vegas and Florida Panthers do them. Yeah, rap doesn't happen a lot, does it? Now that you mention it. I've only been to one NHL game, Dallas Stars vs. Calgary Flames. By the way, I'm going to another NHL game tomorrow, Dallas Stars vs. Tampa Bay Lightning. That one's going to be elite. By the way, we get a cashback match commercial. Let's go. Let's go. It's cashback match, people. Only watched one period. Well, so far we're into 2. Do you like listening to Blink 186 or 182? I think I've heard a couple of their songs. I don't recognize them too much though. Are the Blackhawks tanking? Yes, they are, Anderson. Yes, they are. 100%. As they should, because the Blackhawks are not the greatest team. I'm gonna say that right now. Though if the Blackhawks are tanking, this would be a pretty solid year to do it, especially with Corey Crawford out. Do you actually think Ben and or Sagan could be traded, or do you just think you think that is just a media exaggeration? For Ben and Sagan, I don't think it's going to happen. When it comes to like them asking for a trade, I don't think that's really realistic. I could see it happening, but again, we already know Jim Lights doesn't really like them too. But I don't see them getting traded. I just think they're just two faces of the franchise that really they can't get out. And with that was Jim Lights' comments. Obviously, it doesn't paint a good picture on them, but I think that was just desperation from Jim Lights to get something going. And they've been, I mean, Tyler Seguin and Jamie Benn, they've both been pretty solid since those comments, so it might have done a good job there. But of course, if you guys are new, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. You guys are the real deals, for sure. Boston has so many wins. Yeah, they've been pretty solid as of late, for sure. Though, when it comes to Boston, man, I really want that Winter Classic jersey. I'm going to say that right now. I really want it. Do you think the Habs could acquire a big-name player? If yes, who? That's a tough question, Nicholas. But if the Canadiens want to go after a big player, it would probably be on defense. Right now, on the forward group, they've been pretty solid. Not on the power play. That still needs a lot of work. But 5-on-5, the Canadiens have been really, really solid. And I don't think they would add a guy on the forward group. So the goaltending, they already got Carey Price. So while he hasn't been the greatest this season, he's got that crazy cap hit. So I don't see them going after a goaltender. So it would likely be down to defenseman. And it would probably be more of a left defenseman. So that kind of shrinks the options there. I mean, I think it was reported that the Canadiens wouldn't be buyers at the deadline, so that kind of hampers it a little bit. But maybe they go after a guy like Alex Edler for the Canucks. Who knows? But they got a lot of options. There's a lot of options now in the defense markets. If Montreal wants to go out there, but I feel like a guy like Alex Edler could possibly work there. Which rock bands do you want to see in the Winter Classic in 2020? I'm not sure if it classifies as a rock band, but Imagine Dragons. They're my favorite. Lil PP. Yes, PP. PP big hard for Canadians, except it's not hard. It's not. Their Canadians PP is not hard. 5-4 Suitor. Ooh, maybe Minnesota coming back a little bit, Minka. Maybe just a little bit. Crawford will be out forever drinking Bud Light for a concussion. Not a good idea. It's a rumor here in Chicago. Drinking Bud Light for a concussion. That would be interesting. I haven't heard of that yet, but that would be pretty cool. It wouldn't be pretty cool, but that would be pretty interesting. If he was using Bud Light as a remedy for concussion. That doesn't seem right, but who knows. The power play is a lot more coaching than players, like a lot more. I'd understand if they had at least, or I would understand if they at least pressure but don't score because they don't have the sharp shot. They have defensive bombs, but it's coaching. Yeah, coaching does affect a lot of it when it comes to strategies and where to be. But there's just players that do good on the power play. They do good in 5-on-5, and there's just some power. There's some power play specialists sometimes in the NHL. And I don't think the Canadiens really have that guy. Price has been good since December. I think he's been better. Price has been... I still don't agree with him playing right now. I still think he's injured, but he's been getting better, which for the Canadiens is something that they drastically needed. 5-3 Colorado, Nieto. You know, Toronto, I really needed you to win that game, like, really badly. I really need you to win that game. Yikes. As a Dallas Stars fan, that's not a fun game to witness. Yikes. Do you drink Bud Light? No, I'm 15 years old. I do not drink beer because I'm not stupid. No, nothing against if you drink beer, but at 15 years old, that's kind of a stupid thing to do. Most underrated players on the Habs and Bruins. If I had to talk about underrated players, probably Artturi Lehkonen on Canadiens. He's pretty talented. Maybe Joel Armia. Jordy Benn has had a pretty solid season, I would say. But yeah, some guys on Montreal are pretty underrated. For Boston, I think most underrated would probably go to Matt Grzelcyk. He's been pretty good for them the last couple of years. Maybe you go for a guy like Sean Crowley. He's been very solid so far this season. But there's been some good guys for Boston. Of course, you got Halak, who's been amazing for them this season. So there's some good candidates there, though, Nicholas. So I think that was a good question. Mika, my dad thinks Ben & Jerry's chocolate fudge brownie is a sinus infection remedy. That's interesting. I'm more of a Bluebell guy myself, but that's weird. I drink white Russians and vodka and cranberry. Nah, man, it's all about that Sprite cranberry. Am I right? All about that Sprite cranberry. Ah, man, Sprite cranberry. I know I drink actually a lot of Habs are really underrated, but yeah, for me I would just probably say Lehkonen. If I had to choose one there, I would probably say Lehkonen. Empty net goal by Avs with 3 minutes left. I mean, that's a pretty solid time to pull your goaltender. I mean, if you're down by 1, if you're down by 2, you probably want to pull your goaltender with like 4 minutes left because you want to give yourself as much time as possible. But like with 3 minutes left, if you're down 1, that's usually probably the time I would put him in, like maybe 2:30. I'm not sure though. That's probably the area though that I would. 6-3 Avalanche Soderberg. Yikes. Yikes, Toronto. Yikes. Ugh. Man, the one game that I need Toronto to win is the game that they lose. Because of course it is. Of course it is, obviously. That's not fun. But I guess the Avalanche kind of sort of need to get out of that slump a little bit. Hat trick for Soderberg, first in his career. Not bad. Not bad. Now they're showing NBCSN where Brad Marchand is making pastries, I think. Now they're showing the segment with Brad Marchand cooking. That's amazing. I honestly, like, I'm starting to like Brad Marchand more because he's not so much of a stupid idiot this season. I'm kind of starting to like him a little bit more because he's just smug. Like, honestly, he's just smug. But he hasn't done, like, with Brad Marchand, he hasn't done that much this season, at least when it comes to noteworthy things. I mean, he had that thing with Lars Eller, but when it comes to usually Brad Marchand, we would have had like a suspension by now, but he's been pretty disciplined compared to the years past, which is pretty fun, or it's pretty good to see. Saad scores a meaningless goal. Yeah, rip, 7-5. That's a weird game. That's a pretty high scoring game. 64 Flyers Simmons. Simmons with his second goal of the game. Not bad. Not bad for him. When Roy coached the Avs, he pulled the goalie in the second period. Oh yeah, I remember that. Wasn't it that they had like how to get something? I don't remember, but I think I remember that. I hate pop or do you hate pop and rap music? No, I mean, if I had like a preferred genre, it would probably be like classic rock or something. But I don't really hate any form of music besides country. The only form of music I hate is country. But anything besides that, I'm just okay. I guess I'll listen to it now. But country, let's not get into country music. Let's not. Country music is not good. End of story. No country music allowed in my chat. No country music allowed. No one named Saad can do anything meaningless. Tampa losing the Isles made me sad. Tampa losing at all makes me sad. Every single loss makes me sad, even though they've lost like 9 times this season or something stupid. I feel the same way about Tampa losing the Sabres as you feel about Tampa or Toronto losing the Avalanche. I mean, it's good that Buffalo's kind of slumped now because that win versus Tampa was huge for them at the time. Thoughts on the Ducks losing streak. So today's video was going to be about that Ducks losing streak and the possible trades that they could make, but we got that Andrew Cogliano Devin Shore trade, which I had to make a video about, but still. 8-5 Devils Coleman. Is that a hat trick for Coleman? Is that a hat trick for Coleman? Is that a hat trick for Coleman, Minka? Let me know. Because Coleman, I'm pretty sure Coleman had 2 goals already, right? I don't know. Saw the best Jordan player in the NHL, or I think wasn't he Middle Eastern? I think, or his dad was Middle Eastern or something. I know it's he's related to something over there. He's American. His grandparents are Turks. Okay, that makes sense. At least his Saad last name. Thoughts on your face? I don't know, Tyler. I don't know. It's beautiful. No, I'm just kidding. But my face is it's definitely something. It's definitely pretty snowflake. New Jersey versus Blackhawks, 8-5. Yeah, let's go New Jersey, by the way, in that game. Let's go New Jersey. But if you guys haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. The third period is about to start in this game. By the way, that reminds me, I have like 0 water left in this cup, so I'm just going to go and get some water because I need it right now. My voice is also dead and dying, and I am also tired, so yeah, I'm going to need to get some water real quick. Alright, we're good. Alright, I got my water now. We're good. But yeah, the third period has just started now. Still 2-1 Montreal. Oh, great opportunity in front for Lehkonen. He tried to slip it past. I think that was Mete that was still on the ground for some reason. Weber with a shot and a good save by Jiggeresk. But yes, Monty's doing well today. Very well. Even though the Buffalo Sabres are losing some out of the Edmonton Oilers, he is still very proud of his team. You look awesome. No, you, Tyler. No, you. You're the beautiful one here. How are Patty Kane's hands? I mean, he's a pretty good player. Pretty good player, I would say. Thoughts on Ariana Grande? I mean, I remember watching the show Victorious on Nickelodeon and having her as like the side character that was all shy and stuff. It's pretty cool to see like how a Nickelodeon just random person from Nickelodeon show can become that big. It's kind of awesome. Grab your face is beautiful. No, you, Luke. No, you. I like your face grab. No, you, Von Hook. I love your profile picture. The San Jose Sharks profile picture is amazing. Legit. Yeah, Monty's doing well, Minka. Monty's doing very well. Kajula gets his first fight. Ooh, who did he go with? Shimon? Who did he go with? Ariana Grande sucks big time. Oh, big shot, one-timer! Just wide. I think that was by Krejci. But a big one-timer. I'm not sure who that was. Or no, that was by... Yeah, that was Krejci. I think he shot that wide somehow. He had a big opportunity. Oh, great play by Pasternak! Coming in! Did Price save that? Because that was an unbelievable move by Pasternak. Absolutely crazy. Wow, what a play by Pasternak. That was a beauty. That was a beauty. Monty, don't say that about Grav. 8-6. 8-5 still. Okay, that would have been weird because that game has been going all sorts kinds of crazy. Grav, I basically have a boyfriend. Okay. Did I mention that? What? Did I mention that I don't? You don't or something? I don't know. Sad is Syrian. Yeah, somebody mentioned that it was Turkish. I thought he was Syrian. I know it was something like that. I could put an SKA's profile picture. No, Von Hook. Joker it. Joker it profile picture. It's perfect, man. It's a perfect logo. I prefer the San Jose Sharks one than SKA. I'm just saying. Uh-oh. I spilled some water on me. What the heck? Oh boy. I spilled like a droplet on my hat on the Habs logo. That's sad. It's like right here. Now I will never unsee that. That's fantastic. A drip of water. That sucks, man. Oh, great play right in front for DeBrusque. Great play. I think it's wearing off now, but yeah, I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. Final 5-8 in New Jersey. Yikes. Yikes, Wither. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your Blackhawks, man. That's rough. Let me see. My friend said that TSN posted the Flyers traded Simmons for Puljujarvi and Talbot, then deleted it. I don't see much. Why would Edmonton trade Puljujarvi and Talbot for just Simmons? It doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. And I don't think TSN, like the Twitter account TSN, would report it first. Do you think the Habs will make the playoffs? I mean, they're in a playoff spot right now, man. Wes, I think they have a decent chance. It's all about what happens with teams like Carolina and New York Islanders and all those teams that surround them in that wild card race. It depends on what those teams do, but of course, being in a playoff spot right now, the games like this versus Boston are huge ones for them to win. What's your favorite NHL team, Mashu? My favorite NHL team is the Dallas Stars. Even though I am wearing this Montreal Canadiens jersey, my favorite team would be the Dallas Stars. And they've been that way since I've been a hockey fan, so pretty much. But 15:48 to go in this third period. Montreal still having the 2-1 lead. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. You guys are the real deals. On the way to 1.8K. Let's get it done, boys. Does Chiarelli make sense? No, Minka, that is a good point. That is a good point. Chiarelli never makes sense, but I think that's a little bit extreme for the Chiarelli meter. For a rental, if you traded Puljujärvi and Talbot, I mean, you're really making on Koskinen at that point. You're my favorite streamer because you read everyone's comments. I read everyone's comments, Tyler. Everyone. If you post a comment, it'll likely get read unless it's something weird. I'm back, Rav. What a start to the third. Yes, Braden, you are back. Let's go. I basically have a boyfriend, so basically I met him. Because we love each other. Okay. Or is that what you said to me? Or is that what Monty said? I'm not sure. I really miss Radulov. Yeah, Dallas is having or Radulov is liking Dallas quite a bit. I was pretty happy at the time that he went to Dallas, and he's been a pretty good fit for us. And Radulov, as I like to call him, is a pretty big player, so I can understand. Though Radulov is definitely one of my favorite players in Dallas. Blackhawks more like black. Oof. Yikes. Yikes. I hope Brad Marchand gets hit by a flaming bus. Yikes. Let's not have that. I mean, Brad Marchand hasn't even been dirty so far this season. Like, he's done almost nothing besides, like, that Lars Eller thing. Like, he hasn't been, honestly, that bad this season. Who is your favorite player? For me, my favorite player in the NHL is Jamie Benn. That would be the same thing for the Dallas Stars. My top 5 would probably go Jamie Benn, Tyler Seguin, Seth Jones, Braden Point, and Rickard Rakell. Those would probably be my favorite players in that order. Though for the Canadiens, if I had to pick a favorite player, I'd probably have to go with Brendan Gallagher. He's a pretty big beast. So happy I met my boyfriend pretty much because we love each other. Not bad. Not bad. I don't have a girlfriend. Rip. Rip Von Hook. Hey, you'll get that bread. You'll get that bread. Don't worry. In due time, you will get it, my brother. I know the way. You must do it. Even though it's a dead meme, I'm just doing it ironically at this point. No Habs in the top 10 or in the top 5. I mean, it's sad, right? It's sad, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Brendan Gallagher is a pretty big beast, but he wouldn't be my top 5. I'm sorry, Bray. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. But 2-1 is still Montreal having the 2-1 lead. 14-11 to go in this third period. It's been a pretty hectic third period. Both teams have gotten a lot of chances so far. It's been a pretty fun game for sure. Both teams exchanging the chances, honestly. Von Hook, I got that bread, and I'm extremely happy. You got the bread. Got the bread. I like Charlie McAvoy, Boston fan. Not bad, Tyler. Not bad. The Bruins are probably in my 20 to 25 range. I don't hate him. I just don't really like him too much, but I do like Charlie McAvoy. If I had to choose a favorite player on Boston, it's tough because I do like a lot of players in Boston, but Pasternak would probably be my favorite player. Gallagher's probably number 6. We'll see about that. We'll see about that, Braden. We'll see about that. Who should Dallas play in the Winter Classic? IA Sports Network. I think Dallas will be wise to choose Minnesota there. I just think it makes too much sense. Like, especially with Minnesota, they've only had one outdoor game, which is ridiculous. Like, they should have a lot more outdoor games, and having a game against Dallas would have a lot of potential. I think it would definitely work. And that's just what I want to see. I think it will happen, but I'm really hopeful that it actually ends up happening. Dallas versus Minnesota in a Winter Classic would just be amazing. And that's my dream Winter Classic as a Dallas Stars fan. To see that rivalry, really. So, for me, I would have that as the top for my personal opinion. But Dallas could also face a team like, I don't know, New York. Maybe they face a team in the Central Division like Nashville. Maybe St. Louis. There's a lot of options there, I think. Montreal and Dallas Winter Classic. I mean, it's not really a great rivalry, but it would be a pretty solid game. Montreal versus Dallas is usually pretty good. Stop showing the Hawks on national television, NBCSN, because they not worth watching. They suck. Yeah, they do suck. I agree. As a Dallas Stars fan, I think the Blackhawks do suck. Though with the Winter Classic, the rumor was that the Blackhawks are not considered to be the opponent for Dallas. So I'm just hopeful that we don't face Chicago, because I am done with that. No more Chicago, please. Do you think Bruins should have won the Winter Classic? Well, wait. Do you think Bruins should have won the Winter Classic? I mean, they did win versus Chicago, but that was a pretty good game for the Bruins. Very good. It was a pretty tight game for sure. Make an early prediction as to what the Eastern Wildcard race will come down to. Possibly. That would be a pretty decent idea, Brayden. We'll see. But that Eastern Conference race is pretty great right now. You have a lot of teams contending. It's definitely a lot better than the Western Conference race. That is for sure. 7-4 Flyers, JVR Hattie. Not bad. Not bad. I knew JVR needed to wake up one of these games. It's good to see him get it done. He's obviously a big goal scorer. Good to see him finally get going. JVR woke up. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. Finally, man. It's taken a little bit of time. He did have that one injury at the beginning of the season, but he is finally back, hopefully, because I do like JVR. Should Hawks trade Kane for like a crap ton of picks? I mean, I'm not sure if that would. I mean, Kane has been amazing so far this season. By the way, I had Claude Julien flipping a puck to a Bruins fan. Not bad. But yeah, I feel like with the Blackhawks, trading Patrick Kane wouldn't do too much for them. I think at that point it would do a lot more bad than it would good. With the Blackhawks, like, Kane has been the only guy to really show up so far this season for them, especially offensively. And trading a guy like Kane, I just don't see that really ending up well for them, especially since he, of course, is the franchise player for them. But 13 to go in this third period. Still 2-1. Montreal is leading. Guys, haven't already hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. On the way to 1.8K subscribers. Join the squad. Do you think Brad Marchand is a good player if you ignore his dirty plays? I think he is, man. I think Marchand, he's one of the more talented wingers in the league if he doesn't get suspended almost every game. Like, he's been doing a lot better of that this season, and we've seen a lot of his talent flourish, but he just needs to keep playing cleaner, not have these stupid penalties and stupid suspensions, and he can contribute a lot to the Bruins. But a lot of that terrible play in the last few years is because of the suspensions and because of his dirty plays. He still has a lot of talent, but it's just the suspensions that have hold him a little bit back in the last few years, and I feel like his games played could be a lot more up if he didn't have those suspensions, but he's still a pretty solid player. Blackhawks have Patrick Kane. He is worth ticket money alone. Yeah, I mean, Patrick Kane definitely solves those tickets, but, like, I just think as that locker room and that team in general, trading a guy like Patrick Kane would do a lot more bad than it would good at that point. It just, while it could spark maybe motivation for them, I just don't see that happening. Oh, big opportunity for Jacob Brusk. Jacob Brusk. But yeah, Jacob Brusk with a big opportunity. Great save by Carey Price. Boston Bruins look exhausted. Yeah, they need a change right now. Now the Bruins come up. Canadiens get it out. I think that's Paul Byron coming in. Shoots it. Good save by Tuukka Rask. Now to Domi. Oh, he shot that just wide. Oh, Domi with a big opportunity. He's had a couple of amazing chances so far. Another, I think that went just wide, but man, it's getting down to the wire now. It's getting down to the wire. Where's the game? Unfortunately, I cannot show the game due to copyrights. I would if I could, but this stream is probably the best you're going to find on YouTube. You could do Western Conference too. Yeah, the Western Conference is a little bit less exciting though. Hey, how's it going, Owen? Good to see you in here. Oh, big opportunity for the Bruins right in front. Canadiens do get it out, though. Domi coming in. 3-on-2 now for the Canadiens. And they do clear. The Bruins look like zombies out there. Yeah, the past couple minutes have been a little bit rough for them. Now Kevin Miller coming up. Big opportunity for him. Or I guess it comes up the ice. Now the Bruins clear it. Price is on fire. Yeah, he's playing pretty well so far last week, I would say. He's playing pretty well. My friend Ian Mick... Ian, I am... Nice try. Nice try, my man. I mean, it was a good attempt. It was a good attempt. Remember Swinland? Yes, Swinland is the best meme. Bruins are down at 2-1 in the third. Yes, right now it's 10-10 to go in the third period. Montreal still up 2-1. Shots on goal, Boston has the advantage 34-20. So overall, Boston's been looking pretty solid so far. But Montreal, I think, has looked better in the last couple minutes. Philadelphia 7-4 Minnesota. Yeah, that was a rough one for Minnesota. My friend is at the Bruins game. All right, is he at this one, Tyler? Because that's a pretty good solid game to go to. Bruins versus Canadiens. Better big for Hedman, Stamkos, Cooch, and points, or Riley DeBeers, Matthews, and Marner. Yeah. Yeah. Because the Tampa Bay Lightning are my second favorite team. The Leafs are my fourth favorite team. So that's like picking between your favorite babies. Between your favorite children. Like, my gosh. Oh, man. You know what? I'm gonna say the Maple Leafs. I'm gonna say the Maple Leafs for that one, but just barely. That is a close one, though, Bray. A great question, by the way. But 28 beauties in the stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, share the stream, and share the channel for your friends. On the way to 1.8K, let's get it. If we can beat PewDiePie in this live stream, I will give away a sock. I will do it. Marchand, oh, great opportunity, came in just shooting wide. Big opportunity for him. Oh, wait, no, I think that was, yeah, no, that was Marchand. Pionk got a great opportunity. I think he just slipped, but who do you think gets regulated in the World Juniors in 2020? Possibly Kazakhstan. We'll see, but I think Kazakhstan will be decent, but I think they might be the odd one out. Carson, how's it going? Hola. How's it going? Good to see you in here, my man. You haven't seen my face yet, Grav. I guess I haven't. Hey, I was going to go, but my man died. Yikes, Fortnite, boy. Yikes. By the way, Fortnite is bad. Play a better video game. I'm watching the Oilers and Sabres game, and man, oh man, is O'Donnell electrifying. Yeah, he has that talent, man, and he's shown that so far this season. He's been great. Well, I have my personal bias on Miro. Dalton has been elite. Come on, guys, I want a sock. Yes, actually, if we beat PewDiePie in this stream, I will eat a sock. There you go. There's my bet. If we can crush PewDiePie in this stream, I will eat a sock. There you go. There's the bet right there. So let's do it, boys. Smash that bell. Destroy that bell. Oh, big opportunity for Marchand again. Another good save by Carey Price. I think that was Marchand. Was that somebody else? No, that was Heinen that got pushed into the net. He ended up putting that net right along the boards, but Heinen with a good opportunity. He was tripped by Petrie. No call there, interestingly. Do you know any 2021 prospects? So 2021 draft is my draft class, but I'm pretty sure the person who's supposed to go #1 overall is Otto Ratty. He's a Finnish-born player. We'll see what happens though. That is still far away. 51% to 49%. It's that close. Who we are and what we do. The Arby's brand purpose is to inspire smiles through delicious experiences. Arby's delivers on its purpose by celebrating the art of meat craft. Wonderful. Wonderful. Fortnite boy, what's the score? Right now it is 2-1 Montreal. We're a few minutes left in this third period, about 9 minutes left in this third period. It's about to go down to the wire, man. It's about to go down the wire. I know only one 2022 prospect, and that's Luke Hughes. Is he? I thought he was 2021. I know he's 14 right now. I guess he would go 2022. Never mind. Never mind. That you would eat. Yeah, let me see the sock. Yes, I mean, I don't even, I mean, here. There's a random sock laying around. Here. If we beat PewDiePie, I will eat this sock. Here you go. It's dirty and everything. It's dusty. It's sweaty. Found it right around hanging in the room. It's dusty. It's sweaty. If we beat PewDiePie in this live stream, I will eat this sock. So, good luck. Good luck. You're going to have to tell all your friends for that to happen. You're going to have to build a billboard. Subscribe to Grav for that to happen. I might go to every KHL arena when I grow up. That would not be a bad idea, Von Hook. That would be pretty fun. It would be so funny if Brad Marchand got his throat. No, it would not. No, it would not. Brad Marchand is bae. Brad Marchand is ultimate bae. I'm kidding, by the way. I don't really like Brad Marchand, but he's been better. He's been better this season. But yeah, 8:08 to go in this third period. Still Montreal leading 2-1. Big game for the Montreal Canadiens if they're able to get this one done. But again, that is a big if. That is a big if. If the Flyers get the first pick, eat a sock. Nah, I'm not taking that bet. The Flyers are pretty realistically getting the first overall pick, so I'm not taking that bet. Not in a million years. This stream is getting cringy, sad. Is it really? But Bray, I'm going to eat a sock. I'm going to eat a sock, Bray. I'm going to eat a sock. If we beat PewDiePie, I will eat a sock. Confirmed. Bruins winning this. No, Matthew. Right now, Montreal has the 2-1 lead. 7:30 to go in this third period. This is getting down to the wire. Oh, right in front for DeBrusque. I think that was Donato that almost got that, but it was flipped out of the Montreal zone. But yes, for everyone that hasn't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you do so. If we beat PewDiePie on this live stream, I will eat a sock. But yeah, we're just aiming for 1.8K. It's not gonna happen on this stream, but might as well get closer. Did you see that a YouTuber that visited every NHL arena? Yes, I do know him. I know him. He's in one of the. I follow him on Twitter. I think his name is Hockey Circle. But yeah, I do remember that. Shut up, Braden. He is better than you. Oof. Poor Braden. Poor Braden. Yummy sock. I agree. It is very yummy. Best KHL arena is Salavat. You live. Okay, Salavat. You live. Ufa. Salavat, Uva. There we go. Where do you live in? Well, I am live in right now. Unfortunately, I cannot put the screen, or I cannot put the screen, or the game on the screen. But this is probably the best you're gonna get, by the way. How about if the Lightning win the first pick, you'll eat a sock? Sure. I guess it's not gonna happen. At least I hope not. But yeah, I guess I'll take that bet. Because Lightning ain't missing the playoffs. At least, I hope not. That would be an epic collapse, though, if they actually did end up missing the playoffs. That would be something special. Alright, check the DM. We did it. $100 million. Yeah, we did it. We did it, man. We did it, Carson. We hit 100 million. Confirmed. Confirmed. That Photoshop job is elite, by the way. Elite. Matthew in your dreams. Yeah, I mean, Habs having the lead right now. Bruins have been the better team in this game, but Carey Price has been great so far this game. He's come up to the occasion. Oh, right in front for Grizzly. Great save. Right in front. Krejci's right about in. And somehow it stays out. Bruins keeping it back, but Habs get it out of the zone. Price somehow keeping this game Montreal's. A couple of fantastic saves, and Carey Price keeping the Canadiens in this. A couple of fantastic saves. A pad save, and then right in front for Grizzly, I do believe. Or no, for Krejci. He got that just wide. But yeah, a couple of great saves for Price, man. Sniper tool. I mean, that's also pretty solid. That's also pretty good. How much do you stream? I usually stream at least every week. For me, I usually do it on the events. For the World Juniors, I did it almost every day. For the next big stream will likely be the All-Star game and the All-Star weekend with the skills competition and all that. So again, hope to see you guys there. But again, I do a lot of the main events, like we'll do the Stadium Series in February, the All-Star games, the All-Star weekend later this January. But yeah, sometimes I do NHL games, but it's usually I stream about once a week on average, I would say. Or if Phil Kemp wins the Norris, you'll eat a sock. Okay, I'll take that bet too, because Phil Kemp ain't winning no Norrises anytime soon. Do you think that North Korea will make the Olympics in 2022? I don't think they're going to do that, Von Hook. I mean, it would be funny to see them do it, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Though it would be pretty funny if they did. But 5:20 to go in this third period. Still Montreal having the 2-1 lead. Oh, big opportunity for Desjardins or Delorier. North Korea. North Korea is bae. JK. I don't really think so. When is the All-Star game? I think it is the 22nd to 25th or something. Something like that. I'm pretty sure. It was like late January. So like it would probably be like in a week or so when that starts. IDM you something. Oh boy. What happened? Remember back in the old streams I would say if we're playing with Lego guys. Oh yes. Yes, you got that whole league. That's pretty fun. And the standings after week 6. That's cool, Withor. That's cool to see. I'm glad that league's still going. I remember you mentioning that in the playoff streams, man. That's good to see. If Miro wins Vezina, you have to eat a sock. Man, that just seems way too realistic. Way too realistic. Miro wins the Vezina every single year, man. I can't take that bet. Too realistic, man. Too realistic. Trade alert, Miro Heiskin to Edmonton for Phil Kemp. Please. Please. A Phil Kemp Polak pairing would be lethal. You're not wrong, Minka. You ain't wrong. It would be elite at that point. It would be the best pairing in the NHL. Let's be honest. But yeah, Withor, I like that. I like that you had your own thing. Let me see. Do live stream during the Gargarian Cup playoffs during the weekends. Yeah, possibly. If I'm able to actually watch it, I wouldn't be opposed to doing streams of maybe like the championship games, like the KHL, maybe the SHL, Liga, who knows. But that would be pretty fun if I do streams for other leagues as well. Because of course I do all the NHL streams, do all the stuff around that. But with the World Juniors, I kind of experimented a little bit. But probably will also do the Frozen Four for the NCAA quite a bit. I feel like that could be pretty fun as well. Grav, did you look at the standings? Well, I didn't look at them in depth. Let me check. Oh no, Chicago is first. What is this voodoo? Chicago is first. Withor, this is rigged. This is rigged, Withor. How did you make it? How did you make the Chicago first? Tisk, tisk, tisk. That is sad. And Dallas is 5th place. Rip. Chicago's #1. Ah! Even if it is a Lego league, still, Chicago is #1. You rigged it, Withor. You rigged it. Is Joker at Helinski in the playoffs? I'm not sure. In the KHL, I'm pretty sure they're a decent team. If SKA wins the Gargarian Cup, eat a sock. Nah, SKA is a good team, Minka. SKA is a good team. I ain't taking that. SKA is going to win the Gargarian Cup. I mean, yeah, SKA is a pretty solid team, so they got Kaprasov. I know that. They got Kaprasov. But 4:20 to go in this third period. Montreal having the 2-1 lead. It is going down to the wire. Bruins trying absolutely everything to get this game going. Flyers actually dominated tonight. For the first time in forever. Pretty much. But this game, again, going down the wire. Bruins have had the advantage, I would say, in the third period. But Montreal is just doing their best to keep this game 2-1. And rightfully so, but they have had like 0 chances, it seems like. Bruins pretty much dominating so far. What's your NHL team? My favorite NHL team is the Dallas Stars. Second would be the Tampa Bay Lightning, and third would be the Vegas Golden Knights. Though the Dallas Stars are my main. Oh, Thomas Tatar with a great opportunity. Thomas Tatar with a great opportunity. He shot that just wide, I do believe. SKA will not win it this season. Rip. Probably CSKA or something. KHL is rigged anyways. Tampa is 8 points above the second place team, Calgary. I mean, it's good to see Calgary playing that well, honestly. It's honestly refreshing. Oh, it looks like there was collision in the center ice. No penalty. Now Pasternak comes up, shot, good save by Carey Price. 3 minutes to go in this game. It's going to go down to the wire, and it already has, man. It already has. Oh, right in front for Pastrnak. Oh, Marchand almost got that. He almost got it on his stick, but he had it tied up or something. Great pass by Pastrnak. Marchand would have had an open opportunity there. But now, the Bruins are cycling. They're playing well right now. 2:48 to go in this third period. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for coming by. You guys are the real deals. Real smooth. Also, Dallas is in third in the Lego League. I decided to call the LNHL logo Lego National Hockey League. Not bad. Not bad. No, I legit didn't rig it. Sure, with sure. That's funny though. But now with the Boston Bruins, 2 minutes left on the dot. We'll see if they empty their net here. But again, only a 1-goal game here now. 2:08 to go, going down to the wire. Oh, did they clear it? Is that a Bruins power play? Is that Chaput going into the box? Is that a power play for Boston? Because I think he flipped that out of his zone. Yeah, Chaput flipped it out of his zone. He just did that voluntarily. It went to the stands. Looks like the Bruins will be going on the power play. Oh boy. This is gonna get a little bit crazy now. Power play. With the third period, 2:05 to go. Chaput going to the box. Montreal up 2-1, and the Bruins going on the power play. Ooh. Power play goal leader is David Pastrnak, currently #1. So it's gonna get down to the wire, man. It's gonna get down to the wire. This is gonna get feisty. Price gonna have to be good again. Bruins win the faceoff. Now back at the point. Krug trying to find an open slot. Shoots it. Good save by Carey Price in the first 5 seconds. And with 2 seconds left on the dot, Carey Price, I'm gonna make a decent save there. Oh no, yeah, Wes. It's gonna be tough for the Canadiens to get this one now with that power play. It's gonna be going down the wire. Tractor is my second favorite KHL team. I mean, Kravtsov ain't bad whatsoever. But 1:54 to go in the Bruins power play. 1:59 to go in this game. Now back to the point for Krug. Marchand trying to find it back to Krug. He goes back to Pastrnak. Now along the red dot. He tries to find something back in the net. Big save by Carey Price right in front of the net, and Price with the glove save right in front, pads it down on the ice, and nothing for the Bruins. But 1:42 to left to go in their power play, and they got some good opportunities so far, but Price has been up to the challenge. 4-2 Oilers. McDavid, McJesus, my man. Old Grav, if you want to, you can request a game for Chicago in the LNHL for their 7th game if you want, like Detroit or LA, since they have been good in the LNHL. Do the Dallas Stars. Chicago versus Dallas. Dallas win. But Montreal gets it out. They win the face-off and they get it out of the zone. Rask having to get it behind those nets. Now clearing it. Now Krug gets it back behind the zone. Tries to flip it back in front. Goes Pastrnak. He flips in. Makes a good move. Now Tuukka Rask going to the bench on an empty net. Montreal does clear it. But now Boston going for broke. Having the empty nets. Now a 5-on-3 for them. 2-1 right now. 1:20 to go in this third period. Goes back to Brusque. He's trying to find something. The Montreal Canadiens get it out. Big clear for them. If you haven't already hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. 1 minute to go in this game. 1 minute to go in the power play for Boston. 2-1 still. Krejci keeps it in front of the blue line. Marchand gets it back to Krug. Patiently, he tries to get it back to the red dot. Tries to find some open lanes. Back at behind the net. Goes back to Pastrnak. Goes back to Krejci. Goes to the red dot. Trying to find a slot option. Goes back to the point for Marchand. Shoots. Looks like it was blocked back in front. Goes back to Krejci. Goes back to Marchand along the blue line. Goes back to Krejci. Finds it open slot and he scores! 2-2. Krejci with an absolute snipe on Price. And it is tied with 33 seconds to go. Or 37 seconds. And 2-2. Krejci with the opener. Opening the potato chip bucket. And I don't know what I was saying there. I honestly don't know. But big goal. Krejci with some patience right there. And Price wasn't able to see it. Jordy Bennett with a little bit of a screen right in front. And an absolute snipe by Krejci. And Chaput's penalty ends up costing him. as a big goal by Krejci with 30 seconds left to go. Big goal and a crazy one. Oh, this one. Oh, that was a rough one. Chapu with the penalty, and then Krejci with the absolute bomb. What a goal, though. The veteran presence there in Chapu. Yikes. That's a rough one. We lost it. Rip Braden. Looks like this will go to overtime. We'll see. We'll see if it goes to overtime. This is gonna be interesting though. 30 seconds left. Bruins do tie it. Big goal for them. All right in front. Big play by Price. Looks like they get it out. Now back for McAvoy behind the net. Tries to go to Brusque. Sophie, get out of here. Get out of here. My gosh.
I just came back from volleyball.
Goodbye. See you later, Sophie.
You're so mean.
Well, it's about to be overtime, Sophie. It's about to be overtime. But 2-2, the score going into overtime. We're going into overtime. And a big goal by Krejci with 37 seconds left on the power play to get it done. Big game so far. And the Bruins kind of had that coming. They had a lot of opportunities. They had a lot of shots in that third period, and it was just about time. An absolute snipe, though, by David Krejci, and he gets it done. So sad. Rip. I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry. Breathe. I mean, that is a little bit of a consolation prize. You get that 1 point, right? Grav, last time Chicago faced Dallas, they won 2-1 in Chicago, but I can make that the Hawks game in Dallas if you want. Yes, Dallas for Chicago, rematch with her, rematch. poor Habs fans. I'm just saying, that's rough. Like, Chapu is an okay defensive player, but I don't understand why he's out there with, like, 2 minutes left. It just doesn't really make sense. To me, at least. But in overtime, this is going to get down to the wire, man. This is going to get down to the wire. But for me, I predicted Boston to win this game, so I kind of have to go with them again. Or I predicted Montreal to win this game, actually. I predicted them winning 3-2, so. But I am cheering for the Bruins, so. Do I still see Montreal win this game? Because they had that momentum, but then they blew it in the third period, and then it just. I don't know about Montreal. I don't know if I can predict them again to win this game going into overtime. I don't know. Do you hate Vladimir Putin? I mean, I'm not going into politics, but I'm pretty sure everybody does. Chapu, I agree. Chapu, which is pretty much his name. But, again, going into overtime, let me know who you guys think will win this game. Do you think the Bruins or the Habs will win this one? Because I'm honestly conflicted because I predicted the Habs to win, but that momentum by Krejci getting that goal, the momentum might be on the Bruins side, but we'll see. David Krejci, what a player, and a hard name to spell for sure. But we're about to get into overtime. The 3v3 action is about to start. I'm gonna chug this water because it's gonna be an entertaining one. Three to 2 prediction. All right. I mean, it has to be 3-2. But again, this is going to be epic. Epic. This overtime is going to be great, I feel. And again, with that 3-3, we'll see. Braden, Bruins rule. For me, I'm cheering for the Bruins in this game. I am wearing the Habs jersey, but I am rooting for the Bruins in this one. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. On the way to 1.8K. Let's get it, boys. Join the squad. Become a part of the party. OT is about to start. 2-2. David Krejci with a big goal with 37 seconds left. A big goal for them. And, of course, overtime. This one's going to be pretty fun. They released details from the Bobrovsky incident. I'll send you it on Discord. All right, Minka. Good to know. I went to 2 games this season. Not bad, man. Not bad. Not bad. This one's a pretty solid game to go to, but that's not bad. I'm going to the Dallas Stars versus Tampa Bay Lightning game tomorrow, so I'm going to. I've only got to 1 NHL game in my life, so I'm pretty happy about that. Habs still suck on 3-on-3. We'll see. Bruins are pretty good at that though. Looks like Montreal does win the faceoff though. Key win for them. Flips it back out. Domi with a good opportunity. 1-on-1. Tries to find an option. Gets some room. Comes back in. Gets a little bit of room. Shoots. Good save by him. Oh, and Petrie gets it. He bats it out of the air. And a 3-2 winner by Petrie. A shot by Domi. A flicker, and Rash is able to save it, but Petrie batting it out of the air like a baseball player, and he's able to win it 3-2 in overtime. What a play by Petrie with that hand-eye coordination, just batting it out. And look, on the backhand, too. He wasn't on his forehand. He was like, he already had it, and he already was prepared for it, but then he just let it go. And an absolute crazy play there, and only like 10 seconds into overtime. Domi with a shot, went off of Rask's glove, and right there for Petrie, and he makes no mistake on that one. No mistake on that one. Beautiful play, though, by Petrie. That was just, that was a Crosby-like play right there. Brilliant hand-eye coordination, and that wasn't just poking it in. That was a complete bat out of the air, and a great play, man. Great play. I was cheering for the Bruins in this game, but Habs, I think, deserved that one after that goal. That was crazy. That was crazy. What a goal, though. That was insane. Great start to the OT for them. And, of course, with this goal, Canadiens win 3-2. Crazy, crazy goal. I hate copyright. I agree. Unfortunately, I cannot show the game due to copyrights. It is already over, but I cannot show the game due to copyright. This is probably the best you're going to get when it comes to streams on YouTube. But, again, 3-2 final for the Montreal Canadiens in overtime. If you guys have not already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you do so. Again, on the road to 1.8K. But this was a pretty crazy game, honestly. Again, Montreal-Boston games are always crazy. I think we can all agree on that. But this one was, again, it really did not disappoint. There was a lot of big battles. There was that one Delorier Miller fights in the first period. There was a lot going on in this game, and of course, going into overtime. I would have thought, you know, maybe it would be a little bit longer of an overtime, but they were able to get it done. Montreal was able to get it done in like 10 seconds in, so they were able to get it done slow and steady. Or they went out fast in that overtime. Yeah. Wow. What a play. How did he keep his stick below the crossbar? Yeah, that's also a pretty decent play by Petrie. Like, to keep his stick below the crossbar as well. Like, that's also pretty impressive. And at that point, like, you kind of just have to give it to him, because batting it out of the air like that and keeping it below the goal, below the post line, that's really impressive. Leafs, here we come. But the Canadiens do get the big 2 points. Boston gets that one, but you would have wanted them to get that 2 points, especially after that Krejci goal. But again, I thought the momentum would be on Montreal's side, or on Boston's side with that Krejci goal. But Montreal just came out storming in the first few seconds, and they just went off. It was a great pass, I think, by Petrie to start that out, and then Domi came in off the rush on the boards, and then flipped it, or of course shot it, went off to Rask's glove, and that great play by Petrie. Habs so good they even escaped the grab reverse jinx. Yeah, they're so good they'll escape both of my jinxes. His dad was an MLB player. Oh, really? You know, that kind of makes sense now that you think about it. I didn't even realize that. That's pretty cool, though. I guess that makes sense now. Who won? I hope the Bruins. Manvit, I have some bad news for you. I have some bad news for you. Unfortunately, the Canadiens ended up winning 3-2 in overtime. Yeah. I have some bad news for you, man. I have some bad news for you. But Petrie ended up batting it out of the air for the 3-2 goal in overtime. Great game by both teams, honestly. Nolan Patrick got a 2+2 for the Flyers. Yeah, this was a big goal big game for a lot of Flyers for sure. Brayden, come on, don't be a salty loser. Come on, man. I always cheer for the Bruins, but come on, the Canadiens don't suck. They were met in that game, but they're in a playoff spot right now. Grad, did I ever show you my last year's LNHL playoffs? I'm not sure. Maybe send it again on Discord if you still have it. I'm triggered. You can't tell. I can't tell, man. I can't tell. I'm so happy. Yeah, big win for the Canadiens West. Big win. Again, if you guys haven't already, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. We're entering almost, I think we're like 7 minutes away from 3 hours on this live stream, which is insane. But again, 3-2 win for the Montreal Canadiens. Big win for them. They needed 2 points, and they get it here. Big win for them against Boston. Of course, this rivalry definitely did not disappoint. It was a big game. It was a lot of definitely entertaining storylines. And, of course, a lot actually happened in this game. So I think that will be it for this live stream. Of course, Montreal winning this game 3-2. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, on the way to 1.8K. But again, if you guys haven't already, watch the last video. It was on the Andrew Cogliano Devon Shore trade. But that'll be it for today. Again, like and subscribe as always. And I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Goodbye.